All right, guys, welcome to podcast of a Tumbling podcast of flesh. We got BDG reviews and a special guest, Will Cardinal. Is that how you say your last name?
Yeah, again,
You
back
guys sound.
again, back again to fuck shit up, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, we were supposed to have you on for the Halloween Resurrection commentary, but I think you were
Yeah,
at
I
work.
couldn't make it, dude. I had to work, so. But like you really like the post you made, like fan commentary. I mean,
Oh,
there
that's what
is
we just
no
call all
such
of
thing
them.
as fan commentary when it comes to Halloween Resurrection, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, man. It's I think that's what we just title all of them.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
fan.
dude. I was telling Glenn on the commentary, I was like, man, every time I watch that movie, I try to like it. Like, I try to make myself like it, dude, and I just can't.
It's pretty much how can I put that? Impossible, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone actually. I'm a big Halloween fan. I know some people find like The Mask to be pretty good, but even The Mask, even
What, in Resurrection?
yeah,
That was one of the things that I really complimented about. I said I like the mask.
yeah, dude. That's what, from what I saw online, and me, like I don't really love it. I think it's how can I put it? Uh it's too like like they were
Not
trying
scary at
to
all.
get
There's no.
that they were yeah, but they were trying to get that like Kirk mask,
Yeah.
and they like
It looked
did
like super thick. Like, it looked almost like shiny and thick.
it looks like exactly it looks like plastic or like cheap. It looks like hard, like an helmet, you know.
Are you more of like a CG mask kind of guy from H2O?
Oh yeah, H2O, bro. That scene. Oh,
Dude, I remember I was listening to the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror podcast like a few years ago when they did the Halloween retrospective.
yeah, I don't know about him though.
Yeah, and I remember I think JP and them were saying talking about the CG mask, and I remember listening like, what the hell? Like, shockingly, I've never caught it until they brought it up, and now it's all I see, dude, when it pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There were like 4 or 6 masks used for H20.
Yeah.
Like
Including the one from part 6.
yeah, absolutely. For
Yeah.
for one kill, you got the actual mask from Part 6, and that's pretty much where Michael looks
Decent.
at its best, from that film.
Y'all are probably gonna laugh at this, but you know Halloween 6 is my favorite in the entire franchise.
I get it.
Dude, I'm not gonna laugh at you. Halloween 6, I love Halloween 6. I
I
got
know, man.
the thorn mark on my wrist, like tattooed on me.
Yeah, I need to
love
get that
6.
somewhere.
I really love Part 6, though. I mean, like,
Like, I love both
let's put it
cuts
that way. Like,
equally, man.
what?
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
like both cuts equally.
You seen that cuts they did with the like the final cut of it, like putting like the producer's cut and the theatrical cut like together. It's fan
No,
made,
but that would be badass, though.
dude. It really is something you gotta see. It's in like honestly, it's not the theatrical cut and it's not the producer's cut, because I mean you got a mix of the two things. There's a different soundtrack to the producer's cut. There's a different soundtrack to the theatrical cut, and even like soundtrack wise, they mixed it up like together, and it works so well.
Hell yeah. Yo, you keep up with vinyl. Did they ever release a vinyl soundtrack for Part 6?
Yep, Yeah, there was a box like 4, 5, 6 that was released like maybe like 1 or 2 years ago.
From
I
Mondo
didn't
or
pick it
whatever?
up. What? Sorry.
From Mondo?
I don't know if it was Mondo. I don't know who put
Because I
it out.
remember there was a box set with Halloween 4 and 5. I didn't know 6 was part of it.
Yeah, 6 was part of it definitely, and but I saw it like, but I already own like the first pressing of 4, 5 on vinyl.
I remember Glenn was actually
I,
going to get that.
Yeah,
and I
I
got
had that pre-ordered for a while, but
and I got the
it's just too much.
limited edition, like expanded, signed by Alan Haworth. You know,
Hmm.
the
That's
Yeah, that's
it's a
badass.
double CD set. Yeah, so I got the theatrical cut and the director's cut soundtrack. So I
that's
can't
awesome.
really ask for much. You know, but when you got that, you can ask. You can't really complain. I don't really see like I'm a double dip guy when it comes to like figure and shit, but vinyl wise, when I got the actual soundtrack and it's a decent edition, like especially like when it comes signed by the actual composer, I I
Yeah,
don't really get what I why I should order it, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Quick question for both y'all. What's your most played movie soundtrack on vinyl?
Hellraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, Hellraiser or It. I put It on whenever it's raining.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I'd
I
say
just
I
try to.
got two, like I said, like Jaws or Halloween 19, like I love to call it. Like,
Yo, Will, you got the It soundtrack on vinyl?
nope.
Damn, dude. Man.
Yeah, but I got that Child's Play 19 soundtrack though.
For what, the remake or the remake or the original?
Yeah, you know the awesome remake. You know,
Oh my god, dude.
It's a good looking
fuck out of
thing.
here, dude.
Yo, dude, my most played one, dude, is Mondo released that soundtrack to Blair Witch, the 2016 one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, it's like a real atmospheric soundtrack, dude. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, but so you're basically from what I get, you don't like how Child's Play
The remake,
19. Yeah.
dude, I hated it, dude. Like when it ended, I was like, wow. Like whenever Chucky was on screen, like I'm not even exaggerating, I was laughing. Like me and my buddy were watching it, dude, and I mean, we were just watching it, dude. The first time he pops on stage, the first thing that came to my mind was that meme with the Godfather, like, look how they massacred my boy. Like,
Dude.
dude, I was like, what did they do to him? Like,
Anyway, well,
and I found
we're
the
talking
Tupac line. I
soundtrack.
found the
Everyone
Tupac
knows.
line cringy, man. Like,
I
this is for
love it.
Tupac,
Like, this is for Tupac.
and it's like,
I mean,
and you gotta think about Andy
like, let
and
me put
Child's
it
Play
that.
1 was
Let me
young, dude. This kid looked like he was like 16 years old.
let me put that straight. Okay, we're talking about soundtracks. We all know you're waiting for Brokeback Mountain release or something like that, dude. So, dude, you're just it's denied, dude. Everything you're gonna say about Child's Play 19 is gonna be denied because it's BS.
Bruh.
That's
It
how you
was
do
such
it,
a
remake.
letdown, dude.
That's
They
how
didn't
you
even
do a
release it
remake.
on 4K, bro. They
That's
released
how you
3 from
do a
Hell on
fucking remake.
4K.
Well, that is true.
You know.
But
I
still,
dug it.
Dude,
I
you know
don't know
what
if
blows my
you're talking.
mind, bro? Midsummer didn't get released on 4K. How does that not get released on 4K?
Well, it isn't over here.
I know, but dude, that
Yeah, the
blows my
foreign
mind, man.
release has a 4K.
At least they're releasing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark on 4K next month.
Yeah.
Speaking of releases, you saw that slip that Walmart did for like Satanic Panic.
No.
No.
Do they have it in store?
I think so. I saw it online. So
Because I
the
want to get
slip
that
that it
movie.
comes with, just to get into that PC thing that I love.
Yeah. They've done that many times. Walmart, they've
It's
changed
not
it.
Satanic Panic. It's just Panic.
Are you
No.
serious?
Yeah, I'm absolutely 100% serious, dude. It's just
Under
Panic.
the slip cover
And it's
though.
the same artwork, though. It's the same artwork. There's just no Satanic.
Yeah,
Like,
under the slip cover though, it'll have the original title. There was something
yeah, I think
I
so.
bought
I
from
think
Walmart. I can't remember what it was, but they changed the title, but kept
yeah,
the
but
original one on
I
there.
think when you put out this sleeve, I think it's the original title, but this sleeve by itself is just Panic.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they did that with. They did that with another movie like 3 years ago or something.
Oh, they did it with lesbian vampire killers.
Yeah, but that
They
wasn't it.
just
though.
released it as vampire killers.
Vampire Killers. Yeah, I remember seeing it.
There was something else. There was something else though. You remember that movie Hell? They changed to Apocalypse or something.
Yeah, I actually have that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually watched it, but yeah, they changed to Apocalypse. What a weird.
And Walmart doesn't even sell music with cussing in it, dude. Like, Walmart's weird, man.
They do weird, though.
Yeah, I haven't had that problem over here.
What, in Canada? They sell parental advisory?
Yeah,
Is it
hell,
there?
I got the what's it called? I got the new Behemoth album from there, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
I got that CD, like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Dude, that's not parental advisory, you dummy.
No,
it could be.
It is. I'm not kidding you. It is, dude. There's actually a big ass here in Quebec City. Like you got stickers. Like it's not literally like on the inner sleeve. It can be like just a sticker. And there was one, dude.
On
That's
Spider-Man?
kind of insane.
Wow. Dude, yeah. The Walmarts in America, they're not, everything has to be edited.
That's
Like, if you picked up like an M&M CD, it says edited on it.
that ain't right
Yeah, dude.
at all. That's just completely that's BS.
I mean, I never buy CDs from there anyway, obviously, because who buys CDs? Well, you guys buy CDs, actually, don't you?
I do, yeah. I still pick up CDs from time to time.
Yeah, I literally only do it when it's something that's not on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not gonna grab like CDs. I'm just gonna grab a decent release, like vinyl wise. I'm gonna go vinyl all the way.
Oh,
But
yeah.
will like I may double dip like with CDs if there's like a bonus track or something
yeah.
like that. Like, but I tend to go more vinyl or digital. It's like night and day. Like when you compare it to movies, because I'll go all the way physical for movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to music, I don't. I mean, if there's no vinyl of it, or there's nothing more to the CD, I'll just go online and buy it online because
Yeah.
it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Talking about that, there's something I gotta just kind of rant about for a second. I have a record of what's that band called? Ailstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a
metal,
female singer?
No, it's
metal?
they're it's like pirate metal, yeah, and they're like Scottish guys. They're pretty fun. But I picked up, I think it was the 10th anniversary of this album, and it sounds great on vinyl. Don't get me wrong, it's all cool, but it's just the album. I paid like $30 for it. If you get the CD, you get a complete second CD with like a live stuff on and all this other stuff. and it's like $12.
See, I would
So,
still buy the vinyl though and just buy the
yeah.
CD too.
Yeah, but
I did too.
may I ask
You
you,
know.
why did you buy the fucking vinyl instead of the CD? You know.
Mainly because it was Hailstorm and I kind of really wanted the vinyl.
No, I'm the same way with like Acid Bath, dude. Like I had to buy the CD and the vinyl, and like
Yeah.
I have the CD to the second album of Acid Bath, and dude, I'm always on eBay trying to find the vinyl of the second album, dude. But
Yeah, for Acid Bath, I mean Acid Bath is one of my all-time favorite like metal bands. So
have you seen
Acid
how
Bath, I got the
expensive that
CD.
second album is?
I never got around to check out the second album, but I got when the kite when the kites, why the kite strings pop.
Yeah,
I
it's a
got
10 out
the
of 10 album,
I got
dude.
the vinyl, I got a CD, I got a Japanese release of the CD.
That's cool.
And that's the kind of album I won't even hesitate to like double dip on. If I get more stuff, dude, I'm gonna go all the way. Kind of like let's say like Lil Peep, dude. That double LP that came out like last year with "Come Over When You're Sober" Part
Yo,
One and
Glenn,
Two.
this dude didn't just put Lil Peep and Acid Bath in the same sentence, did he?
Yeah, dude.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I love both of them.
No, I'm just playing, dude.
Oh, I hope so, because I'm gonna leave that shit right now.
Oh. I just reckon it like this, like if you have the material to put on a CD, and you're releasing a vinyl release of it, and you're gonna call it like the 10th anniversary edition or whatever, put everything on there. Like put in the second LP,
Yeah, usually they put more stuff on the vinyl than they do
I know.
the CD.
I don't get it. I'm here paying, like $30 or whatever for this, and it's just the album. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds good and everything, and I'm totally happy with it. It's just, don't shortchange the vinyl for the CD.
The one thing that is actually awesome is you get bands like BDG like Torso Fuck that. I mean, they put out like DIY CD, and then some company put it out after it was out of print for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then like more of the generation like put it out like just on vinyl, like limited on vinyl and on tape. There's no CD release of it.
That's with all them grindcore bands like Anal Cunt. Like they were out of print for a long ass time, dude.
The grindcore is gorge when you got some long ass samples of like like Cannibal Ferox, like it's like an intro to a song. It's the old trailer like playing before the song started. It's so awesome, dude. And I mean, you can't go wrong with a song called "Rape by Elephant," dude.
I love that song. I'll never go to Africa again. I love that. I love it.
And it's ending like with that, like I'll never go to Africa again.
Man, that's some special stuff there. I don't know whether I'm saying special like Special Olympics or special isn't just like kind of different, but
both.
Yeah, could be both.
So what else?
And let's put a little diarrhea thing in it,
There you go.
You got a Torso Fuck album.
Yeah, there you go.
So what else y'all been watching this week?
Hell, I've been watching all sorts of stuff. I just watched something today called Winter Skins.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
It was kind of badass, really. I mean, I checked it out on that Tubi station on like Roku and everything. So you get the trailers and everything, but it was a pretty good little winter horror movie.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out.
It's complete like backwoods horror.
What's the plot?
This guy and like his father are they're going through the woods, and this guy veers off to this cabin, and then he gets shot in the leg, and this old woman takes him in. And essentially, she says, I thought you were one of these like things that have been attacking the cabin every night. And she said they look like skinned people. And I don't want to go any more into it than that, but like there are some twists and turns. And
is it from a director we've heard of, or
it was like called
like super indie?
Like Dan Steely or something he was called. I don't know. I never heard of him.
Steely Dan?
I
no,
wish.
I'm just joking.
It was some strange name, but honestly, the gore was pretty damn good. The acting for the most part was really kind of odd because I couldn't pin down a timeline, like a time era of when it was like supposed to take place. Like at one point you're thinking it's like, like the 1700s. But
Hell
then,
yeah.
You get like someone driving a car. So it's not. It's obviously somewhat modern times, but it was really fun actually. I really enjoyed it, and
and it was free on Roku.
Put that on the list, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like some backwoods horror, man.
Yeah, backwoods are one of those things that, really there's not a lot of backwoods horror. I mean, you got the Wrong Turn series. Yeah. And you got like the Pumpkinhead things, but
and it's more effective to me because I live in the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see that kind of stuff all day.
Yeah.
I got one that I watched lately. You were about to say something, did you, Jam? I'll let you finish, then I'll jump in.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. Yeah, other than that, I watched Mako.
What is that? An Italian Jaws ripoff or something?
It's like. It was like filmed in Florida or something.
Really?
And it's insane.
It's gold.
Was it like easily findable, or did you have to import it from somewhere?
No, I got it from Amazon. Will got it for me. Really odd.
It was like what, like $9.90 or something?
Like it's really cheap like that, and it's literally a guy that can like talk to sharks.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. When I get paid this next, I'll order Jaws 3 and 4, and we'll do the Jaws episode.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
I mean, you think Jaws 1 is awesome?
Wait till you see part 4.
Wait till you see part fucking.
Oh, I've heard of the legends about it.
The legends don't even do it justice.
Yeah, I'll have to see them.
Yeah,
well, like I've purposely stayed away, dude. Like,
yeah.
Well, flick I recently watched that I actually really enjoyed. It was pretty much a breath of fresh air for me. It's Sweetheart. It's called Sweetheart.
Okay, what's it about?
It's a creature film. I think it's put out by Blumhouse or maybe presented by Blumhouse.
Okay.
One or the other. But it's basically about, I mean, the movie started, like, I won't go into spoiler, but the movie started out, and you got a chick's, like, ending up on a desert island, so.
Okay.
I mean, I love things like that, like isolation things. Mm. I love it. So.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite settings is being isolated in the woods movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like stranded on a desert island, and there's actually a creature that like come from a big ass hole that is like in the ocean, like not too far away from that island, and most of it, like close-ups and shit, is actually practical. So that's a plus to begin with. But it's actually a creature that hunts at night, you know?
That's cool.
And do shit like day-wise, she can do whatever she wants. But when night comes, like, she gotta hide. She gotta do something. Like, she gotta cover herself or set traps. Because that creature, come out of the water. It's like a aqua humanoid creature
That
that
sounds
comes
pretty good.
hunting on that island by night.
That's kind of cool.
It's really cool. Absolutely, it's cool. It's different, especially from someone like Blumhouse. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it's a it's a refreshing. It's refreshing to say the least.
Yeah.
Like literal, because it's set. Most of it is set around water. So, but it's kind of cool. I mean, the creature like comes on the beach and shit. So she got to hurry to like put out the fire and shit. So it's really cool. It's really cool. It's a fun time, dude. It's a ride. It's a ride.
Yeah, I think I'll look into that.
Oh yeah.
And more water-based horror is always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when I just watched last night, I finally checked out for the first time the Scream Factory
Jaws
release of Nightbreed.
Ah,
Like, I love the movie, but this is my first time seeing the actual Blu-ray of it.
yeah,
Dude, it looked beautiful, bro.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Like, I couldn't believe it. And this is my first time seeing the director's cut, and I think it's a lot better.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I just wish we could see the proper Cabal cut.
Well,
Because
wasn't there something that's being released that they wanted, like, buku bucks for? I could have swore there was some special...
I know Clive Barker's website, they did a limited release,
It's a
and it was
re-release.
like $300 a piece for a Blu-ray.
But it's a re-release. I think there's actually something different
Is there?
from the actual initial release of it. Yeah, I think
That
so.
could be, yeah. Because I
Yeah,
know,
they do like bring a bunch of them like whenever he's doing like convention and shit. So,
that's cool.
but it
I
sells
mean-
for cheaper than the initial release. So there must be something different about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there was originally Arrow are releasing it in Britain. And originally they were going to have the full Cabal cut, but they couldn't get it.
Yeah, it got canceled. Yeah.
Essentially it was Morgan Creek. They,
Yeah.
they
Also,
screwed
for
it
the
over
people
again.
listening...
Pull the plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the people listening, by the way, I just saw today Arrow is having another sale this Halloween where they put like 15 titles for $5 each. Or £5 each. Like, the Stuff is on there.
Oh, hell,
Some
I'm gonna have to check that
Herschel
out.
Gordon Lewis movies are on there. Some of the other random ones that I guess aren't selling too good, but they're letting them go for £5 a piece, no matter how many you buy.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Wait,
'Cause,
you said the stuff
yeah.
from what I've seen on Amazon.ca, it's pretty out of print. Right?
No, they just put it back in print. It was out of print, and then they just
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, Creepshow 2, that was out of print. They just put that back in print, and there was like Children of the Corn. They just put back in print.
Oh, bro,
But
you
yeah.
were telling me about updating like Scram to the Arrow release,
Oh,
right?
dude, the case alone, dude, is beautiful. Like, I sent Glenn the Cole Epic Shram release because there's literally no need for it anymore.
So I'm gonna get rid of it. I might have sent you the cheap ass one.
Hey, the Cold Epics one still looks good. I mean,
Yeah, dude, the Cold Epics one looks phenomenal. I think.
oh yeah, it does, dude.
I mean, before I got that release,
Mm.
dude, that movie looked shitty.
I mean, hell, I'll tell you this. The copy that I used to have years ago was like a third generation bootleg on
Yeah, man.
VHS.
Wow.
Okay, I never even bought the DVD because I went to buy the DVD, and for what it cost, I could afford 3 of the old not Scream Factory, Anchor Bay releases back in the day. So I got the 3 releases instead.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I had an old beat up third generation bootleg VHS, so as a result, I honestly I can barely remember the movie.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna
I
have to
remember I
rewatch it, man,
liked
because
it.
it's one of my favorite serial killer movies.
Yeah, I remember I liked it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I remember
and
thinking like, "Damn, that was good."
people tend
But
to compare it to Henry Portrait of Serial Killer, but I don't think they are really.
No, I don't. I mean, it's
I
just.
don't think you can compare
I
them.
think
But
what is it? Schramm is more arty than Henry. Like Schramm, you could actually show in like a film school or whatever because there's like an artness to it and all that. That Henry is just more exploitative or whatever.
yeah, dude, I think. I mean, I kind of agree. You mean like technical wise?
No, just story wise, the way it's laid out. You know what I mean? Like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is like from start to finish linear plot where Schramm, you begin with like his death and then it flashes back and you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what's better than both of them?
Huh.
Jaws 4.
Henry, Henry too.
Dude, I mean, I don't think they're better, but dude, I actually dig Henry too.
Oh, I don't, dude. I really don't.
Really? I mean, the dude who's playing him is short as hell and not nearly as cool as Henry, but still, that's a fun movie, man.
I've honestly
He's like a
never
porta
seen
potty.
it.
Oh, he's like a porta potty cleaner or something now.
Is it actually like a sequel, like
Oh yeah,
story-wise?
it picks up right after.
Not
He
really. It's kind of, in my opinion, I see it like a soft reboot.
No, it's a direct sequel. Like he mentions Otis and stuff, and it takes place. He's moving to another town after leaving.
Yeah, but
Otis
you
and
can
all that.
mention some fine folks of the first one, but it's literally the same thing. Like
No,
different.
it is essentially the same movie, though. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's
So
just
is it like
cheaper.
essentially like Evil Dead 2 to Evil Dead 1,
No,
but
No,
not
no.
good?
no, I wouldn't even know how to. It's just cheap feeling. Like it's like Henry,
Yeah.
but a lot cheap feeling. The actors are a lot more terrible. But it's still. I still dig it. Me personally, I could
It's
see why people would hate it
I
though.
have always seen Henry 2 as like cold ass leftovers from the night before.
Dude,
I like that. I like
yo,
that a
Glenn,
lot.
though, if you ever ordered anytime this month or next month, if you ever ordered anything from Grindhouse Video, they have Henry 2 as like an add-on for like $5.
Oh, well, for that,
Yeah, they
that's,
have it. They have it in their clearance thing, so
can't complain
it's
for
only like
that.
$5. Yeah, so if you ever ordered anything from there, just add it on.
Yeah, maybe I will. I mean, that's for $5. Even if it's complete trash for $5,
Yeah, the DVD's
I'm
cool.
not
It's released by Dark Sky Films and stuff. So
Well, yeah, they did a good job with a bunch of other stuff they've released. So,
mhm.
what the hell was that?
sorry, dude.
It's like all of a sudden there's like a clown horn
I
going
was
off.
like,
or
what are you
something.
recording in your car?
Like,
Yeah, sorry. It's just I was looking for my smokes in my car, so sorry.
oh man.
But something that I'm kind of let's put it that way. What are your thoughts on Doctor Sleep?
I'm not excited, shockingly.
I really am, dude. It's
Yeah.
different. It's not the same thing. It's not. I don't feel like it's just a nostalgia fest.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm just not excited for some reason. Like, there's been so much Stephen King stuff that I just don't get excited for it really anymore. Unless it was like a remake of something that like Storm of the Century or The Langoliers or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I want to
don't
see.
get
I
the
want to
love
see.
for Storm of the Century, by the way.
What?
I
What?
love Storm of the
Dude,
Century.
you're tripping, dude. That's one of my favorite miniseries he did.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't get the love that it
Man, the
gets.
performance from Homeboy, I don't remember his name. The villain in that movie.
Yeah.
He's sinister in that movie.
I just love the fact, like he comes into town, he like kills people, and he's like, "Give me what I want, and I'll go away."
Yeah,
And
I
it's
liked
just
it
it's
too.
just so it like oozes menace.
Yeah. You know what Stephen King miniseries I loved, but people like
Oh,
hated?
please don't say The Shining. Please
Rose
don't.
Red.
No, I like Rose Red, but that wasn't what I was gonna say. But I like Rose Red, and I like the miniseries of The Shining too. But
I love the miniseries of Shining.
yeah,
I don't. I really don't.
dude, that movie, Desperation with Ron Perlman.
That like bold cut.
Yeah, that kid
Like
sucks.
blonde
Yeah, I
guy,
agree with you
dude.
with that. But I like the miniseries of The Shining too because they add more stuff, like the shrub tree animals coming to life and stuff like that.
Just read the fucking novel, dude.
I mean, the thing is, I
Trust me, it's better when you imagine it like in your head than what you see on the screen.
That's true. That's
But
true.
dude, I can't get through a book, man. Like no matter what, like I'll start them and get a little bit in. I just can't bring myself to finish them.
Speaking of books, I actually bought a book for BD motherfucking G.
Yep.
What
And
is
that's you know, Star Wars for Faye, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Right?
I'm not a Star Wars fan, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you're Faye, you're Faye.
Hell
But
yeah. Got me.
it's
definitely-
Death Troopers is basically what if Star Wars was horror.
Huh, sounds pretty cool. But dude, I'd rather watch
I
Star
love
Trek than Star Wars, man.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Dude, I'd rather watch Farscape than Star Wars, dude.
Oh, dude,
Farscape shit, son. I haven't heard that name in years. Man,
dude, you.
The only thing worse than Star
I know
Wars,
you're
though,
on
in my
that
opinion,
hard.
the only
I
thing
know
worse
you're
than
on,
Star Wars,
like,
dude,
hard
is
drugs shit.
go on.
the only
This
thing
should be
worse than
interesting.
Star Wars, dude, is Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who.
Oh my god.
I do, man.
I don't love Doctor Who though.
Yeah, dude, it's too overwhelming, man. Like,
I tell you what, this is what you do. Ignore all the other Doctor Who stuff. Just watch Torchwood,
yeah,
and because Torchwood is essentially Doctor Who's like darker, younger brother.
yeah. It's just-
Everybody dies, and it's awesome.
yeah, man.
No happy endings in Torchwood.
Dude, it's weird. With my movie habits, bro, I either watch horror
Yep.
or, like, really hipster, like, films. You know what I mean? There's, like, no in between. It's weird. Like, it's
Yeah.
either, like, Criterion hipster status or horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you're on that whole hipster shit, like one film that is hipster shit to the core, that I
No, I
really-
personally, I hate hipsters, but I like hipster movies. It's weird, man.
Yeah, me too. But I kind of feel like a cheap ass hipster sometimes. So,
Yeah.
Elephant.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, it's that one by what's his face. Oh, I can't remember the director's name.
That for Elephant.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy though. It's if I say like if I give you, because it's a long ass name. If I give you like one, like let's say Van. If I say Van,
Gus Van Sant.
yeah, Exactly.
There we go. Yeah, I knew it. I just couldn't recall what it was.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of him, so I'll definitely check that out.
Cool.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
Do you guys don't have Barnes and Nobles up in Canada, do you?
Unfortunately, no, we don't, because they get all the kick-ass sales on the
I was
Criterion
gonna say
stuff.
next month is the huge Criterion sale.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where all my
we
money's
never-
gonna go.
yeah,
we never got a Barnes and Nobles here in Quebec City.
yeah, we
Hey,
don't
hey.
have down here either.
I mean, that's where all my money's going, but there's 2 releases I got a pre-order coming out next month, dude.
Mhm.
One, dude, is a clown movie called Gags the Clown.
That looks pretty damn awesome.
I
Actually.
know, dude. The cover looks sick, dude. And it's released
Yeah.
by Doppelganger, who released that Hagazusa.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, I'm pre-ordering the shit out of that. And then I saw on Grindhouse there's some movie, I don't even remember the title of it. It's supposed to be like a found footage alien abduction movie. But it's
Ooh.
supposed to be like really good, dude. And there's like some limited edition DVD that Grindhouse has for pre-order, dude. And I was like reading the description, and it's supposed to be the most realistic, freaky alien abduction movie ever. Like they compared it, you know, the abduction scene in Fire in the Sky.
Oh shit!
It's supposed to be a feature-length, like movie found footage thing that's supposed to be that one segment, pretty much, from Fire in the Sky.
Wow, that sounds kind of
Oh yeah,
awesome.
dude. Oh
And
yeah.
it's only like
absolutely.
$12, so I'm definitely pre-ordering that, dude. Like
That's
alien shit like that's my favorite, man.
Yeah, I love alien shit like that. I mean, even the remember that film called The Fourth Kind?
I loved
yeah.
it. I loved
Even
it.
that film, dude,
Yeah.
I love.
Dude, people shit all over that movie, dude, and I love that movie.
I
I
love
think-
it too, dude.
The problem with that movie was I think it pissed people off because they, I know I did. I fell for the viral marketing.
Yeah,
I was
that was real footage or whatever.
Yeah, and I was looking through and everything, trying to find out about this stuff. I don't like it when they say something is like kind of like, how can I like mockumentaries, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't mind them if I know they're a mockumentary.
That's essentially what that abduction movie is that I just told you
Yeah.
about. They're claiming it's real and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What I love
I-
about that film is the fact that you actually get some like decent, steady shots that are legitimately like dread-inducing. I mean, you can watch like an owl
hmm
on a branch for like 2
Yeah, and
minutes.
it's creepy as shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's nightmare fueled. It's
Yeah, dude.
so it's
Yo.
well made for what it is.
Yo, Will, this isn't an alien movie, but it's one of the best found footage movies I ever seen. Have you seen that Lake Mungo?
Lake Mungo?
Yeah.
Nope.
Dude,
Oh,
you
that's
have to
awesome.
see it, bro. Like, dude, it's
Yeah.
it's probably in my top 5 most underrated found footage movies of all time. I made Glenn go and buy it, dude, because he could
It's
attest
awesome.
to it, dude. It's
It's
such a good
awesome.
movie, bro.
It's up there with the fear footage.
Yeah, dude. It's
Is it,
if you
an
like found
indie
footage, bro, it's like creepy, dude. It's eerie,
Yeah.
man. So put that on your list, Lake Mungo. It should be cheap as shit too, dude.
Yeah, I think you can buy the DVD for like
For under $10, dude.
Yeah, easily.
Is it like water-based horror?
Kinda.
Is Lake
It's not
Mungo-
there. It's hard to explain, dude. It's like you don't know. It keeps you guessing throughout the whole thing, dude. Like you get unraveled this story and you think that's it, and then all of a sudden they're going investigating it, and you realize all this other stuff, and dude, it's a weird movie, man.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of guessing, dude, did you got Eli down in the U.S.?
I want it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it. I've heard good things.
I saw the thing today, the screen for it, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, I just saw on Facebook a
It's-
few days ago they're overhyping it, saying, "Oh, this Netflix movie's so scary. People are seeing demons out of the side of their eyes and shit."
No, dude, it's not. It's
What they
not
do with
that
every
scary
horror
for
movie that Netflix releases.
for
Yeah.
fans like we are. It's not that scary. I mean, we've seen way much
Yeah, I was gonna say, remember when
scary shit,
Veronica
but
came out or whatever it was called? They were like, "Oh, this movie's so scary. People are afraid to." You know what I mean? They do
dude,
that
Yeah.
with everyone.
for Eli,
Hmm.
like 2019 wise,
Hmm.
it's probably around number 5. Like no shit.
Of what,
And
top 5 of the year?
I usually don't love like Netflix film.
Dude, they released Apostle, bro, which is a classic.
I still have to watch that. I keep
Oh
putting it
man,
off.
it's sick, dude. From the director of that Cult segment from VHS 2.
Oh.
You know the guy that did The Raid?
Oh yeah.
And it's a period piece horror.
That's cool. That's reason enough right there.
Yeah, that's my favorite Netflix horror movie. And then second, Ritual.
I loved Ritual. I actually bought the British DVD of that because
I
they
need to,
never
you need to
released
send
it.
you need to send me the link to that.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty
There's a
cheap.
DVD release of it.
There's a DVD release in England.
Yeah, because I've
And-
given up hope on US releasing it. They would have done it by now.
Yeah, I got it. It was like £4.
Dude, I wish Netflix would release Mindhunter on physical media. I want like a dope Blu-ray of Mindhunter.
Yeah,
That's like one of the
You
best
know what
shows
I
I've
want
seen in
from
recent memory.
Netflix? Like to get a decent fucking like box set, like the 2 season of Punisher and Daredevil, dude.
They released Daredevil,
Yeah.
right? I could have swore.
Yeah,
I
but
know
they
they
go
released
for
Daredevil.
crazy money, dude. They released like a couple of them, and they are like super duper expensive now.
Really? I remember seeing them in Best Buy and everything.
yeah. I mean, I wish Netflix they should really jump on the physical media
Yeah,
thing
I don't
for some of their
understand why
releases.
they don't, dude.
I
Like, I
mean,
don't get it. They released House on Hunting a Hill House, but
yeah, and that was awesome.
yeah, man, they need to release Mindhunter. That's literally all I care about.
You know what was bad on Netflix?
But
What was it called? House. What was it called? House. Not the housekeeper. Not. You know, like
Sure, not Haunting a Hill House.
no, it's like a family that like move into that house, and it's how is it called? It's been a while since I saw it. It's been like, but it was so bad. The ending was, dude, like you know, like
Yeah, I can't even. I don't even know what you're talking about.
it's what was it called? It's okay, dude, I gotta check it out. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what you're talking
I
about.
watched it and I was like, when it was over, I was like, dude, I gotta forget about it, and I did. I'm glad I did, but
Dude, this is
I gotta
random,
tell
but
you.
you know what? One of the best movies. I'm sure both y'all seen this. I know Glenn has, but probably one of the top 5 movies of the past decade. Dude, and for some reason it popped in my head is that The Wailing, dude.
oh, The Wailing, I love that.
You saw that,
The
right, Will?
open house, dude.
Oh, The Open House. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, I never saw it. I never even heard
Yeah.
of it.
Don't watch it, dude.
Wasn't it something like, I don't know, like they move into the house and like the previous owner's like still there or something?
It's pretty much everything without being anything. It's shit,
No.
to say the least.
But yo, Will, you seen that movie, The Wailing?
The Wailing. That sounds familiar. though.
Asian movie from like 3 or 4 years ago.
I don't think so, though.
Oh, it's
God, dude.
great.
Bro, if you haven't seen The Wailing, like, I don't even know. Like, I hate to keep recommending stuff to you, but Lake Mungo's great, dude, but the wailing is like... The ending, it has the most effective ending I think I've ever seen. Like, that last scene, like, Glenn knows what I'm talking about with that picture that being taken.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that was such a chilling ending, bro.
Yeah, it's really.
You know what's a chilling ending?
Huh.
Iced.
Yes.
Really?
The snowman finally.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta dig out Oh, I just saw. I'm seeing Open House now. Yeah, that I heard this movie was poo poo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, my homie told me that In the Tall Grass, my tattoo artist actually was telling me about that In the Tall Grass. He said it's actually really solid.
I've heard that. I've been hearing that quite a bit actually, but I have no clue what it's about.
Yeah, I think it's written by his son.
Every minute of it, dude. I really do. Yeah, dude.
Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow.
I mean, let's put it that way. You know when you're watching a film, like like you get midway and you're saying like to yourself like, that's gonna be great, like all the way.
Yeah.
The final couple minutes, I had problems with it. Like, let's say the final arc of it.
Okay.
Of what, the Tall Grass?
Yeah. Like, let's say the final, like, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I had some problem with it. But to this point, everything is A1 perfect. I loved every bit of it.
Yeah, I may actually check that out tomorrow, too.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems interesting. I mean, the problem I always find with Netflix is the descriptions they put for the movies aren't great.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll read the description and you'll think you're getting one thing, then you watch the movie and it's something completely different. You know, but I've been hearing nothing but good stuff about In the Tall Grass or whatever. So
yeah, I'm on Netflix right now as we speak. They have a ton of movies I've never seen that are made for them, like Marianne. I don't know what the hell that is, but
I remember hearing about that.
That did have a lot of buzz, Marianne. That's a series that Netflix put out like recently.
Oh, it's a series. Yeah, I remember hearing about it actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's some show here I'm seeing called 2-Sentence Horror Stories. That sounds kind of cool.
They made a series of that? I mean,
it says one season.
Like, I've heard about, like, you know, the whole idea of 2-sentence horror stories and everything, but
yeah, it says there's a season.
Everything's a series now, so
that's true.
But one more thing about the alien stuff. Did y'all ever see that movie Phoenix Forgotten?
Yeah.
Dude, that was everyone shit on that movie and I loved it, dude.
I did too.
I think I saw it, but in French.
Yeah, that ending when you see that ship, dude.
Yeah.
When she's like out in the field or whatever it is, and you remember you just see it's like a sphere-looking ship or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like it gave me chills, dude.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
If you don't believe in aliens, the movies are stupid to you. But if you believe in aliens like I do, dude, it's like terrifying.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've always found. I remember when I was a kid, they used to have this show that would come on every now and then, and it was essentially people had made it was like a fake alien abduction.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember it? And they used to be like, is this real or whatever? And
I think so. It was like an alien being like prodded at on this table.
No, that was the autopsy one.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
No, this one it's like, you know, like there's these people in this house and like stuff's going on, and then all of a sudden there's like this alien like just kind of stood there. I just remember it creeped the hell out of me, and for the longest time, I find, well, even to this day, really, I find like aliens creepy.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know?
Yeah, but once you've seen
that fire in the sky,
it's definitely creepy.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Mac and me, that'll definitely make it worse.
Oh yeah, dude. But Fire in the Sky, dude. That scene, like
Oh,
I rented that
yeah.
on VHS, bro. To this day, that's one of the scariest scenes in movie history, dude.
I agree. Yeah, I
I wish they'd
actually,
release that on Blu-ray. Like Scream Factory or Arrow needs to
I know
release that.
someone needs to get off their ass.
Because the
Honestly,
DVD goes for crazy money, dude.
well, not just that. You know, I tell you what, I got the VHS of it. It was when I started collecting VHS again. It was one of the first ones I was lucky enough to find a copy of, and the VHS like go for like nearly $100 at times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
but
They
the
need
D-
to release that on
yeah,
Scream Factory.
even the DVD, dude. The DVD, dude. I looked it up like maybe a month ago, and it was like 2,000 bucks, like Canadian.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But Scream Factory will release The Craft and, you know what I mean, stuff that already's been released. But, dude,
Yeah,
Fire in the Sky, that would probably sell crazy amount of copies, man.
I'm sure it would. I mean, all I can think is maybe there's some legal
There
wranglings.
has to be. There has to be a reason
Yeah.
they haven't done
Sure,
it.
that's the issues. Pretty sure.
Yeah, because how
Another-
can that not have like? And I mean, the DVD release is a bare bones release.
Yeah. Who
You know,
who
Who
owns
put
that?
that out? Who put that?
Yeah, who put the
uh,
DVD out? Is that
Paramount.
MGM? Oh, Paramount.
Yeah.
Who does Scream Factory ever? I don't think they even get Paramount titles.
No, dude. Paramount don't fuck with any.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen Paramount's logo
putting
on
their
Arrow
shit-
or anything.
Yeah, Paramount are kind of, I don't know.
snobs.
Yeah, really. They are. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, nowadays, hell, give it to Criterion.
Nah, it's not a
Criterion.
Criterion. Nah,
I don't know.
Like, it's a good movie, Freaky, but I don't think it would do good on Criterion.
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't think that would
I
work.
think it's a Scream
Criterion.
Factory. I think Scream Factory would do best with it, to be honest.
Probably. Scream Factory or Arrow would do really good.
Or
But-
Kino, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kino could do it, that's for sure. But yeah, I still say Criterion. I mean, I just think, I don't know.
Why Criterion?
I just think how can I put this? It just whenever I think of Fire in the Sky, I always think of Fire in the Sky. I think of Scanners. I think of the Videodrome. I think of like David Lynch stuff. I don't know why, but all that seems
Or like
to go together in my head.
On what
Yeah.
you
Like
say.
Cronenberg and Lynch and all that stuff, you know.
I just don't think it, like,
I don't know.
I just don't think it, I just couldn't see it happening ever. Like, I don't think it would fit just because I don't think the movie did well.
Yeah, me too. I would love to
popularity-wise.
see that happen, but I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm holding out hope. I'm hoping and praying because I would love to see a Criterion release of that.
Speaking of, we were speaking of, like alien abduction films and shit. Judge me all you want, dude, but one of my favorite is actually Dark Skies.
I like Dark Skies. I thought it was genuinely creepy.
I know I saw it, but I remember nothing about it.
Yeah, it's essentially like people like start like bleeding from the nose, if I remember right, and stuff.
Yes, basically, it's like a haunted house movie with
Aliens.
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
Do you
honestly.
guys remember those two Alien movies that like IFC Midnight released at like the same time? Like one was called like I don't know, some like alien abduction maybe or something, and then there was another one, and like the cover of it was like an alien head made out of like black tape and stuff.
Yeah, dude, I own it on DVD. It's Alien Abduction or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
I
Dude, those
remember
were
that
actually
cover.
pretty decent. There was another one I can't remember.
I don't know. I mean, I still think the next American Guinea Pig should be an alien abduction thing.
You think they're gonna make another guinea pig?
From what I've heard, it's already in pre-production.
And one more thing, dude, before we move on to like the Itsy Bitsy, but now that you bring up guinea pig, and I literally just read this today on Facebook, and it kind of actually pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Someone put on the Unearthed page, and I loved Unearthed films with a passion, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm part of the group, I love them, but I'm going to talk a little shit here, because someone posted, I'm sure y'all seen this, someone posted a picture in their group saying, because someone on eBay, I guess, was selling a bootleg Blu-ray with all the guinea pig films on one Blu-ray.
Yeah,
like
I
the
saw
old
that.
ones.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Stephen Byro, you know, they're making a bootleg, you got to ban it. It's like, whatever, but it's like, dude. It's like, Stephen Byro ain't putting the fucking movies out. What if you want the movies and don't want to pay over $100? You know what I mean? Like, let the dude on eBay sell the bootleg so the fans could watch it. You know what I mean? That shit pisses me off, dude.
Yeah, but to put it on eBay...
Where else are you going to put it, though?
I'll put on iOffer. That's where I got mine.
Dude, iOffer, I don't think that's around anymore,
site,
dude, with
what's
it.
the site? What's the site? I ask or I offer, like put it out on something like that. You get.
My opinion, though, is you should make the films available for fans that want to see it, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's like you're gonna ban the boot.
I mean, depending on what you are searching for. I mean, like something like let's say I got the original release of Philosophy of a Knife.
Yeah,
but
good for
I
you.
never owned the actual original release of Vision of Suffering. It was looking online.
I think Diabolic. If you don't have it, Diabolic has a off-brand version of it.
Yeah, and they did something with it. They put out the original cut with the final director's cut of it, and that's what made it possible. So, but I think most of the film that Unearthed put out, like there's two things. I don't think they can like re-release them.
Yeah, something with the Japan
They got
rights,
no contact whatsoever with anyone like who put that out, or they just don't see the interest to invest to do that. Because
no, dude, if they were able to release it, they would, dude. That's so many people's holy grails.
Yeah, I mean,
if they announced they were releasing a box set of the original guinea pig films, it would sell like hotcakes, dude.
Hell, I'd be pre-ordering in a
Oh,
second.
dude, I would pre-order it the second I heard of it. That's my biggest regret in horror history.
Yeah.
Of anything in horror, that's the biggest regret is not buying that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of
that guinea pig box set.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. I would pay $300 right now for it. No questions asked.
Wow. It's this sort of thing. I mean, I get both sides of the argument. You know, I get like our side, you know, we're fans. We want to see this thing, and there's no like legitimate way for us to see it. So it's, you know, what do you do? You have to go to like the bootlegs and everything. But I also get their side, you know. They're essentially an independent movie company.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're about like, you know, supporting the creators and everything. I get that.
Oh, I do too. I support them every
know,
chance I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but there's certain stuff. It's like if it's not available, I don't want to say don't try to protect your copyright or anything like that, but you know, maybe just like look the other way.
That's what I'm saying. I hope he does, because if that's still available when I get paid, I'm ordering it. You know what I mean? I want them all in one thing like that. Like, you printed me the DVDs and stuff, actually, so I do have them.
Yeah.
But for $20, all on one Blu-ray, and the guy said they look pretty good. If Stephen Byro hasn't flagged it, I'm gonna order it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's this sort of thing. I mean,
because you ordered a. Remember, I told you about what the hell movie was it that I told you that was on Diabolic that was
Philosophy
crazy?
of a Knife.
Was it that, or was it the Men Behind the Sun?
No, it was Philosophy of a Knife because I got
Philosophy of a Knife got another release.
it's from a German company.
Yeah, because it was on Diabolic for like $15, and I remember I told Glenn, and you ordered it like the minute I told you.
Yeah, I did because I was looking for that, but
I could have swore it was like, oh no, you ordered the Nanking Massacre from Unearthed directly, didn't you?
yeah, they found a bunch of copies.
But dudes, from what I understand, I mean, both of y'all like own Vision of Suffering on DVD, right?
I don't know.
I don't either. No.
I know it's available there right now, but I don't have it.
Dude. And it's the final director's cut. It's
That's
really
actually
awesome.
that Visions of Suffering on Diabolic right now is from the same company that did the Philosophy of a Knife.
That might be worth picking up then, because I mean that's a pretty good release.
Yeah, I think it's the same price too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean the thing is, yeah, you need a way to get the movies,
Yeah,
And
I mean, it was
if
just
you-
a thought. It just came to my mind because it actually pissed me off seeing it the way the people were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Stephen Byron needs to ban it." Blah blah blah. It's like, dude.
Well, I mean, also, I guess it's one thing. Also, like, if say it's somebody who's selling like 100 copies, and it's obvious they've like made like a business bootlegging this.
But
One
even then,
thing.
but even then, I wouldn't have a problem with it. The only reason I would condone Stephen Byro banning the bootlegger is if he had the box set back in print. You know what I mean? Like if he
Yeah.
was selling the box set on his site and on whatever, then I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, ban the shit out of the bootlegger because you could buy the box set from your site directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. It's the sort of thing, and I mean, especially with the guinea pig things. Like, was the Blu-ray from that like XLT Media or something?
No, I think it's literally like a bootlegger. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And one of the biggest bootlegs too I missed out on that they did again that people banned was
Mhm.
that dude. Remember that guy that was putting the whole series of Freddy's Nightmares on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Dude, I need that series, bro. I went on
Yeah.
iOffer actually like 2 or 3 months ago to buy because iOffer used to have it.
Yeah.
And I remember I went on iOffer because I wanted to buy Freddy's Nightmares and I wanted to buy the whole Unsolved Mysteries
Yeah.
on DVD because that goes for crazy money, dude.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to buy bootlegs off iOffer anymore.
Oh my god.
They completely. You look up any movie, there's no bootlegs on that site anymore.
I mean, I guess I get it, but
So that's why, like, I couldn't find Grizzly 2, basically, I guess.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because they don't do. They crack down on them.
Man, it's like I don't know. It's one of those
Anyway.
things. I always kind of had to have like a love-hate relationship with like pirated movies and everything.
Dude, you got to realize though that's what's been keeping underground horror alive though for decades,
Yeah.
dude. You know what I mean? Tape trading,
Yeah,
stuff like without bootleggers, people wouldn't have a lot of knowledge about stuff like that.
yeah. My main problem is like when you get the people that
When
do
you
like
get eyes
essentially.
that there is no release of it,
Yeah.
what do? You do
Yeah.
bootleg.
And
It's
I'm
the
like, and
only way, yeah.
I'm a hustler at heart, dude. So it's like, if there ain't anybody supplying the demand for that,
Yeah.
someone has to go in and supply it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get that for sure. And I mean, and there's a lot of stuff that is never going to get released. Let's be honest.
Yeah, like Edge of the Axe, dude. Like, I want that movie. There's no one releasing it. There, blah blah blah. So I have to go on eBay and get a bootleg of Edge of the Axe. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, especially also with like foreign stuff, because like people assume or whatever there's no market for it like over here.
Yeah.
So you have to go bootleg. It's the only option.
Yeah. But I see a problem. Like, I think I saw posts on Facebook of some kind of festival or whatever the hell, a convention
Mhm.
that, like, I guess Vinegar Syndrome was at, And
Yeah.
I remember people were commenting because Vinegar Syndrome was like, "Oh, we're posted up at Chiller Theater or whatever it was,"
Yeah.
and a bunch of people were commenting like, "You're the only legit dealer at the whole thing. Every table at this convention are just bootleggers." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of shitty."
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. Like I said, I get both sides of the argument, but like I said, if you know, you need a legitimate way to get the stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you can.
Otherwise, we're gonna find a way around it.
Yes,
It's
if you
been that
can.
way in anime for years.
If you
And
can
it
get a
doesn't
movie
go
that
away.
if you can get a movie that you really want, like in a legitimate way,
Yeah.
and there's no release of it like whatsoever,
Yeah. I mean, what you gonna do?
I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah. And honestly, let's be honest. The bootleg market is where hype is built, isn't it?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I remember like the original Ring from Japan. I heard about it through bootlegs, through people selling bootleg copies of it and everything.
Yeah.
That's how I originally heard about it.
So
And,
you had heard about Ring You before the Ring had even come out?
Yeah, years before.
So did you see it before the Ring came out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you blown away by it?
I was completely. I actually bought a VCD of it. Damn, VCD.
And let's be honest, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Ring. Oh, God, yeah. I can't even watch the American Ring anymore.
Yeah.
When I see that CGI face of Samara, I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Nope, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Y'all seen Samara versus the
Sadako?
Grudge versus the Ring?
I want to. I haven't. They haven't released that on physical media yet.
Sadako versus Kayako, you mean?
Yeah, is that released on physical media?
Yeah.
It is, but not. I don't think it's released over here. I think there's a Hong Kong Blu-ray, I think.
Because I want to see that. I think you have to subscribe to Shudder or something to see it.
Yeah, if you want that way.
Dude, Shudder, one thing I want to say real quick before I forget it, I give props to Shudder that they release physical media of all their stuff, because they have that show Creep Show.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing crazy good things about it.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot good as well.
I'm praying, dude, that they release that on physical media.
I would think so. I mean,
dude, I'm praying, because their original movies, I watched that Ruin Me.
Yeah.
Awesome. And, they, like I said, remember that movie I sent you, that 3D, found footage 3D?
Oh, that was awesome, yeah.
Yeah, that was released by Shudder, dude. And there was just one more Shudder thing that I watched that was actually badass. I can't remember.
Well, there's a hell of a lot of stuff on there, so...
Yeah, but, before we get to the Itsy Bitsy, though, I know I told you about this, Glenn, but, Will, have you heard of that movie Haunt? That just came... Haunt, yeah, Haunt. Haunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, like, produced by Eli Roth. And it's like about a scare house, like these people go there.
I know it's getting a lot of praise.
Yeah, dude. I watched it. If you guys,
it's generic as fuck, dude.
It's what?
It's generic.
You didn't like it, dude?
Nah.
Wow, man. I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I was really bored by it. I mean, it's generic. Everything I saw, like it coming, I had no surprise whatsoever with it. Like,
yeah, that's what I love about horror, man, how people could have such different opinions of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I saw the DVD of that, and it was like $26.
Yeah, it's not worth that. It's definitely not. But like,
I couldn't bring myself to pay $26 for a DVD when I could.
Well, it's only released on DVD.
Yeah, when like Blu-rays of other stuff are like $17.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
I
are
just
you more of a quantity kind of guy? Like, do you like getting more for the money, or you know
I
what I mean?
I'm kind of both. I like getting a lot of stuff for like a low amount of money. I like getting like good bang for my buck. But
Yeah,
I also like if I know something is going to be really good,
yeah,
I don't mind paying more for it. You know what I mean?
yeah. What about you, Will? Are you more of like, if you had, say, $200, would you buy like more expensive releases that you're interested in, or are you more for like getting more releases for the money? I'm just curious.
I'd say I'd go for like expensive releases of something I really care about.
Yeah, that's what I've been teaching myself to do recently, because for some reason that's my first instinct. Like, say I got $200 to spend,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'll go on like Grindhouse or Diabolic or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll click some titles or whatever, and then say there's like 5 items in my cart that equal $200. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, but then it's like, then it's like, all right, I'll add these instead. You get 10 titles for 200.
Yeah.
But then I always have that thing where it's like, now I got this stack of movies, you know what I mean? But it's like, it'll take me forever to get to them, so I might as well have just got the 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got. I mean, the best example I can give you is actually when it comes to 4K. I just buy like specific title that I really really love.
What do you mean?
I won't go like, oh, it's on 4K. I'm buying it on 4K. I got it's a better edition, or I'm just gonna, even if it's more expensive, I'm gonna choose, like, if I could do it, I would buy everything on 4K.
Oh yeah. So you're 4K compatible now, like 4K TV, 4K
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
Dude, have you seen The Shining yet?
No, I own it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I had got it, but then returned it. I'm just waiting for Black Friday. Because in America's, it's going to be a lot cheaper. But dude, I've heard that that's like one of the best 4K discs out there.
Yeah, I heard that too, man. From what I heard, it's amazing.
Yeah, because I've been 4K now for the past year. I've realized that new movies, like brand new movies, I don't see a whole lot of difference. But dude, the old movies is where it shines. Like Rambo 1 through 3,
It's
dude,
shine literally.
blew me away, bro. And
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Casino on 4K,
yeah.
awesome. And I gotta say, like Halloween 1979 or whatever,
38, yeah, dude, that shit looks good.
yeah, that movie was more impressive on 4K than the 2018 Halloween is on 4K.
You
Yeah.
read that Scarface, like with the, like, the limited release, like
Oh
with
yeah,
the.
it's sexy looking, but I'm not paying that price for just a statue that I don't have any room for anyways. But I like the look of it. I just don't have any room for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I want to get the single release, but like I said, it would be foolish for me to buy any 4K movies right now just because Black Friday is coming up.
Yeah. And you can get 4Ks pretty cheap on Black Friday, can't you?
Oh yeah, I remember last year, like all the movies that had
You
just
got
came
like
out.
tons,
I
didn't
got
you?
a ton of them. Yeah, like ones that were like that just come out. Like I think Air Force One with Harrison Ford had just come out, and they wanted like $22 for it. And then
Yeah.
like a
It's
week.
a pretty fucking good movie, though.
Oh yeah,
I
oh yeah. The
love it.
4K looks good too, but it came out a week before Black Friday at $22, and then when Black Friday came around, it was $6.99.
Yeah.
You know.
One thing, one film that I wish, since we're talking about like classics, like Scarface and shit like that. My
Mhm.
favorite like gangster movie is actually Heat.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Ah,
that's a bad. Michael Mann is one of my top 5 directors of all time, just
Dude,
for
with the
Miami Vice
Low
alone.
and Nero, and the Nero, it's a perfect film in my opinion. I mean,
Oh, I agree with you, dude, 100%. That
dude,
shootout scene, bro.
I'm not a fan of Val Kilmer, besides maybe for Batman Forever. But I love everything about that film, dude.
Oh, Robert De Niro's dude. He's amazing. And how excited are you for The Irishman, dude? You know what I'm talking about, right? The new Scorsese movie with Al Pacino, De Niro, Joe Pesci.
Yeah, but will it work?
Will it work? This dude says. Oh my god. Are you not hearing Scorsese, bro? Joe Pesci?
I think in theory it'll work. But recently, with what he's been, attacking like Marvel and everything, I don't think is a bright idea, and I think probably it's not going to get a lot of views because of it.
I'm already, dude.
I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Don't get me wrong, but
I'll tell you what. Casino and Goodfellas are if horror ain't a genre, like we're talking horror.
Yeah.
It's two of my favorite movies of all time, dude. Like
yeah.
Good Will Hunting. Like, here's my top 5 favorite non-horror movies of all time. Good Will Hunting, Casino, Goodfellas, and then that Before trilogy I was telling you about with Ethan Hawke and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, those are my favorite movies of all time, if you're not talking horror.
Yeah.
So, the hype for me is unreal, dude, for The Irishman.
Yeah.
Like, right now, The Joker is probably my top of the year. I don't think there's been a movie I've seen this year that I've liked more than The Joker right now.
Yeah.
But, dude, The Irishman, bro, like I'm telling you, it has potential to beat the Joker. Like, in my mind, it's going to be my number one.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it's like I said, I think I think it'll be a great movie, but I don't think it's going to do well.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think this is?
I don't think it's gonna do well. Absolutely,
dude, it's
really
Joe Pesci's return, dude.
No,
he's been retired forever, man, and it's got Harvey Keitel in it too.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'll go see it. But I think a lot of today's film goers are so kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Pussies?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I
but
hope.
Dude, look at the
I'm
turnout
wrong.
for Joker, bro. Look at the turnout. It's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does really good, and I hope it's like another classic.
Yeah. And I think the only director that could ever get away with saying Marvel movies are whatever he said is Martin Scorsese or Tarantino. Those are the only two directors I think that could ever say that and get away with it,
Or Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau, he could get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because people would just think he's insane.
Yeah. You've seen The Room, right, Will?
Yeah, hell yeah, I've seen The Room.
Dude, I sent Glenn the DVD and he still ain't watched it.
Oh, I see it right there. I'm gonna take it out and put it somewhere. I keep forgetting that I have it.
Yo, straight up, that's our next commentary, dude. Me, you, and Will got to do a commentary for The Room.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a masterpiece.
Dude, they recycle the same sex scene like 3 times in the movie, and it's like 5 minutes long each time.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get it out.
They put it like in a way, so they put like they did the actual thing. They did it like in a way so obvious, but I mean.
But there's different angles and stuff, but it's the same footage.
Yeah, they just didn't like realize that we can see it's the same thing. It's
and I will say that is a book I finished to its fully is The Disaster Artist. Yeah, dude, the book about it, bro. Dude, and you could tell the city in the background of when they're on the rooftop is all CGI and everything. Like, dude, it's a trip, man. It's a straight up experience. That's one of my best theater experiences. Like, remember when The Disaster Artist came out
Yeah.
with whatever his name is?
Yeah. Yeah.
James Franco.
Yeah. Well, my theater, well, Fandango or whatever the hell it is, Fathom Events, they did a one-night screening of The Room in all
Oh,
these
yeah.
theaters. So I went to my local theater because they played it, dude. And
Mhm.
it was, filled with people doing the whole thing, like the Rocky Horror Picture Show thing, where they're, what I
That's
mean, like they're, interacting with the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, it was one of my favorite theater experiences. And there was these two old people there that I think were only there because James Franco won an award for the movie.
Oh,
And they
okay.
wanted to see what it was, dude. And
Mhm.
those two old people were sitting behind me. And the wife, dude,
Mhm.
was like, you could tell she was like not happy with this movie at all. But the husband was like laughing his ass off at it, dude. But the wife wasn't having a good time.
Yeah. Well.
Speaking of non-horror,
Mhm.
I'm curious to hear what, like, let's say top 5, like, non-horror films.
Okay. Well, you've just done yours, right, Corey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I'd have to go number 5. I'll go The Godfather. Number 4, I'll go M, because I love that movie.
I have to pick that up then during the Criterion sale because you mentioned that to me earlier too.
It's a masterpiece. It really is. Number 3, I'd have to say, you know what? The Maltese Falcon. I love that movie with Bogart. Number 2 would be, you know what? Godfather 2. And number 1,
So let me get
Falling
this straight.
Down.
Falling Down's like, oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
But let me get this straight. You like the Godfather movies better than Goodfellas and Casino?
I don't know. I just kind of find, Casino and Goodfellas to be kind of products of The Godfather. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I'm just
Yeah.
biased because De Niro's like one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
They are like DNA samples of what Godfather basically was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess Goodfellas and Casino feel more like an exploitive version of Godfather.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of.
But
They're
I
great
gotta say,
movies. Don't get me
with
wrong.
you, I agree with you on like part 2 over 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, part 2 I think is definitely better than part 1.
Yeah.
And I'll have to say part 3 I think is boring, dude.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, I don't think much people love part 3.
No.
That
I
opera
don't-
scene was like
don't
20
mind.
minutes long.
Yeah. Oh, have anybody here seen The Godfather, the complete novel?
Nah.
They
no.
edited together The Godfather 1 and 2, and they edited it together following the novel. So it took place it follows the chronology of the book, and it's pretty damn awesome, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm The Godfather. I dig those movies.
Yeah.
I just, dude, like, they're so. I don't know. Goodfellas and Casino, I feel like, are so much better and entertaining. Like, I think if
They're
we're talking
certainly
about,
more entertaining, yeah.
yeah, there's something about De Niro, dude, and Pesci together. And then
Yeah.
if you're putting homeboy Ray Liotta,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've
So
never
I'll
been
go
a
with
huge
my,
Pacino fan.
Mm.
I go with my top 5 like non-horror film.
Mhm.
Okay, so number 5.
Mhm.
I go with Indiana Jones Temple of Doom.
Good choice, yeah.
Number 4. I'd say The Terminator, the first one.
I was going to interrupt you before you made your list and say I add Terminator and Terminator 2. to my top 5 list. So I agree with you on that, dude. Classic, 10 out of 10, both of them.
I put them in my top 10, like sci-fi. So
yeah,
I have lots of top 10s.
yeah. Like if I had a lot of time to actually sit down and think about it, it would be a different list. But still Good Will Hunting and stuff. I was still see. That's the most emotionally effective movie I ever seen.
Yeah.
Then is probably Do the Right Thing.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you ain't black, dude. No, I'm just I'm just joking, dude.
Do the Right Thing. I would say One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for sure.
Good choice, definitely.
Then oh, dude, it's really hard though.
Yeah.
What, Sex and the City too?
What?
Sex and the City too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Part 2 in particular.
Do you just want to go with your favorite non-horror movie as The Devil Wears Prada and move on? No.
Man, I used to have that on Blu-ray. It came with my Blu-ray player.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
my
it's
first Blu-ray player came with like 5 Blu-rays, and that was one of them.
I actually think Will is more of a Mamma Mia type of fan.
Yes.
I say I got my 2 last one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'd say Airplane.
Oh hell yeah! I love Airplane.
The comedy?
Empire Strikes Back as number 1.
What was the number 1?
Empire Strikes Back, but since you don't know shit about shit, you won't.
Hey, at least you had the Terminator on your list. You know what I mean? That saved you, dude.
Yeah, dude. The first one is so much better than the second one.
So let me get this straight. If we're talking about hood movies, you like Do the Right Thing better than like Menace to Society?
Yeah, even better than like Boys in the Hood and shit like that, dude.
Have you seen Menace to Society?
I've seen Menace to Society.
And you like Do the Right Thing better than Menace to Society?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Dude, I mean,
like Menace to Society is probably the most gangster movie I've ever seen.
You're watching the actual film. You're watching Do the Right Thing, and you can feel the heat, like
of the summer. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's shot and it's so well made.
Yeah. Now, do you have the Criterion release of that?
No, dude. I just got the Blu-ray.
Supposedly, the Criterion one looks amazing.
So you're telling me that you don't love Do the Right Thing, right?
Not really. I'm not a big Spike Lee fan.
I really love Spike Lee, though.
I think his best movie is that one with Edward Norton, like The 28th Day or something. The 25th Day, you know what I'm talking about?
But you've seen, dude, you're not a fan of like Spike Lee, but you've seen Summer of Sam?
Yeah, I dig that one.
Yeah.
Dude, Spike Lee hates white people, dude.
And it's basically depicting
how... I just don't like how racist Spike Lee is, dude.
Dealt with that situation.
Yeah.
I always find the problem with Spike Lee is the fact that, if he does a movie and people don't like it, he calls them racist.
Yeah, he's one of the most racist people I've ever heard. And that don't even matter to me. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like he... Like
people don't
movie...
like my movie because I'm black. It's like, no, we don't like your movie because we don't like your movie.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen his Black Klansman movie. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of his style of filmmaking. All his movies seem like cheap to me. Like even What's the one with Harvey Keitel and all them where?
Not Mobit or Blues.
No. Dude, it was like Shotters or something? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I actually think the best Spike Lee movie is that He Got Game.
Okay. I
Okay.
have no clue.
I really, I let's say, I don't want to talk with y'all anymore.
Yeah,
So
I
should
mean,
we get to the Itsy Bitsy review?
yeah, might as well. Yeah.
So what was your opinion of it, Glenn?
I really dug it. I mean, what I found with it was like, what I dig for one is the fact that like the quote unquote like giant spider is like the size of a freaking raccoon.
Yeah.
I love that because the fact of the matter is, you know, you've seen like wolf spiders and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Those things are huge. So a raccoon-sized spider isn't out of the realm of possibility. Whereas, like, a Toyota-sized spider kind of is.
Yeah.
Dude, just the shot when you see the spider in the bath.
That's the freakiest scene, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that seems just kind of, you know, even if you don't have arachnophobia, that will still mess you up.
Yeah, and I also still think the only downside about the movie is I think there should have been more with the spider.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, I mean, you know, it was all pretty much a practical spider, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe they were, you know, limited fund-wise as to how much they could do.
Yeah, and I really like that scene, you know, that fake out where they're like up in the attic and there's all the cobwebs and stuff, and it looks like the spider's just chilling in the corner.
Yeah,
so
and
like
it's just
they're
like
they're all like staring at it, and it's just the skin of the spider.
I think it's well made. I mean, the cinematography of it is on point for what it is, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't you say though, Will, you weren't like the biggest fan of it though? Wasn't I talking to you about it and you said you weren't that sold on it?
Itsy Bitsy?
Yeah.
No, dude, I watched it after you watched it.
Oh, really? I could have swore you said you didn't like it.
Yeah, dude, just go in your DMs, dude. Why I watched it? I saw your like daily hunting like for film on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you picked it up, and I saw it like maybe like 3 days after it. So
I was talking to someone and they said they didn't care for it.
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was great. I mean,
no, it's definitely not me, because when I saw it, one thing I did is actually I DM'd BDG like, you gotta watch it.
yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. I mean, it's a creature feature, man.
And the thing is, though,
I
like
love creature features.
It's very rare, though, they make spider movies that are like straightforward spider movies, like Arachnophobia, like that.
Yeah,
like
they
all
always
the ones you see are always like
stuff.
sci-fi, like Arachnid or something, where it's just some giant house-sized spider or something stupid.
Yeah, like
big ass spider. Yeah.
I liked Big Ass Spider, actually.
Yeah,
I
was
thought
fun,
that was a really fun movie.
That's all you get, though, are those sci-fi CGI spider
But it's
movies.
more grounded in reality, you know. You get
that's what I appreciate about it. You don't get many of those. Like, I can't think of a single spider movie that was taken seriously other than Arachnophobia and this.
One thing I gotta say about Arachnophobia is the opening of it. You know, the old like kind of ceremony, you know, going on.
Are you talking about Itsy Bitsy or Arachnophobia?
Itsy Bitsy.
Yeah, I love the opening, dude. Those like
Yeah,
Oh
whatever
yeah,
they
dude.
were, the tribe people.
yeah,
I thought that was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought they looked amazing.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they just found some tribes people and said, like, here, just do this.
Yeah, man. It was. I was. That's actually probably my favorite imagery was that opening.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
just kind of twisted that they wipe out pretty much the entire tribe
Yeah.
just to steal a pot.
Yeah. I just wish there was more of the actual spider. Like it kind
Yeah.
of leans more heavily on the drama of the mom.
Yeah, I could have done without that.
You know, but I thought the acting was solid. Like, remember when she takes the pills and all that,
Oh
and like
yeah,
drops them in
Oh,
front of
oh
the
yeah,
dude?
dude. I
yeah.
got nothing to say like negative about the whole acting. Oh, dude, nothing.
My only complaint about the movie is the fact that the kid has that haircut.
Oh yeah,
Through
You know,
that though.
you know that '90s skater haircut. With
yeah.
the
Actually,
the
now that you
bangs over one.
bring that kid up, yeah, the acting on that kid I actually didn't like. It's
It,
almost like he was trying to be like a young Robert Pattinson or something.
yeah, and it's like no, just don't. Just be a kid.
Yeah,
That's something that
Yeah.
child actors need to learn. They need to learn to act like kids because
yeah,
that's what they're playing.
yeah. They always act like super mature.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
screw you, you
let's
hippie bastard.
let's get that kid that dubbed the kid in the house by the cemetery. You know.
Oh, that kid, yeah.
Yeah. Or
That-
what about the
that's-
kid from what the hell, Burial Ground? Where it's like a 40-year-old man
Oh,
playing
yeah.
like a 14-year-old kid.
Oh man, that's funny.
One annoying kid is in the Babadook too, dude.
Oh,
My god, yeah, dude.
that brat. Yeah.
That's a movie I don't get the hype for at all.
I mean, I saw it. I enjoyed it for what it was. But
Nah, I didn't like it.
They were going on and on and on about like, oh, like it's like the greatest like movie ever made or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you see it and it's like it's aight.
Yeah. It was
No,
it
it's-
took way too long for it to get going, and by the time the ending happened,
Yeah,
to this day, I don't get it.
I know. It's like, okay, we have a Babadook in the basement now.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. Like
I
I
don't-
remember watching it and being like, what the hell?
I mean, I saw it, I dug it, but let's put it this way: I've seen it twice, and that's enough.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the fact that it somehow became like a gay icon.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I
And
have
Scream
no clue.
Factory even released the rainbow colored slip and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but how the Babadook is like
because he lives in a
gay?
closet. I don't get it. It makes no sense at all.
From what
I
I
mean,
read online is the fact that people took it like the PC people that find shit that is
Isn't
actually
yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
It is the fact that it's a criticism of that the kid is actually gay and the mom don't accept it, or it's so stupid.
it
Yo,
is.
speaking
just
of all
look-
that, dude, Will, did you ever see Incident in a Ghostland yet?
Nope.
Dude, did you like Martyrs?
The original one, yeah.
Yeah, dude, you need to buy Incident in a Ghostland, man.
it's
But I
it's-
don't. One thing about Martyrs, though, I don't see how it's that extreme.
Oh, I do. Dude, with it's the emotional
It's
connection with
pushing
the
the limit to get like an answer to what's after life.
yeah, dude.
I
To
get
me,
that.
it's the brutalness mixed with that emotional, spiritual connectivity. That's one of the best horror movies of all time to me.
yeah. I love the original Martyrs.
Yeah, because Incident at Ghostland is from the Martyrs director, dude, and it's like
Yeah.
it's pretty brutal, dude. But there's like a cross-dresser in that movie that's probably the creepiest looking cross-dresser I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like you need, I can't believe you haven't seen it, dude. If you
Yeah,
like
it's a damn
extreme,
good
if you
movie.
like brutal, hard to watch extreme movies, you need to see Incident in a Ghostland. And Arrow has a beautiful release of it.
Yeah.
You
It's
gotta
all
send me.
region, isn't it?
You gotta send me a link to it, though.
Yeah, get the Arrow version. It's
Yeah.
such a
And
you've
good
seen
movie,
it,
dude.
It's
Like,
all
even
region
talking
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, even talking
Speaking
about
of
it
ex-
has me wanting to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Speaking of extreme, y'all seen Trauma?
No, but
Trauma.
I keep hearing about it though. Trauma.
Trauma or
The
trauma?
trauma. It's trauma.
Trauma. Okay.
From Artsploitation Films.
Not Trauma, like Tremors.
The Worm movie, the big worm.
That not Trauma.
Oh man. No, I never seen Trauma, but
I keep hearing about it. Derek, you know Derek. I really don't know how to say his last name. Borgie, Derek Bougie, or
Bougie, yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
he raves
no.
about Trauma.
Really?
Yeah.
Might be worth giving it a shot.
Yeah, I don't own a single
Well,
Artsploitation film.
I can
Yeah.
I can tell both of y'all that it's definitely worth it. Like
Yeah.
really.
Cool.
It's mean spirited. It's by
Really?
just by the opening sequence you'll see what you're in for.
Is it, what country is it from? Is it Spanish?
It's
Because I know it ain't American.
no, it's not from Chile.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey, yeah, that's a country that's had its share of brutality over the years, so.
Yeah, there was a movie I actually told
Oh.
Glenn to get. You ever heard of that
Like,
Sleep
I'm gonna
Tight?
order both of y'all a copy of it. Like, I'll send money to BDG for a copy of it. Like, one for you, Kari, and one for him. You gotta see this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. I think Moods raved about it. I know Derek raved about it. Maybe JP raved about it, but I've heard a lot of good things.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
Cool.
really something awesome. Really. When you're in, I mean, as long as you're in extreme shit, when you're okay with that.
Yeah, if you do that, I'll order you Incident in a Ghostland.
No problem with it, though.
Because you have to see Incident in a Ghostland, man.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Will, you speak French. How the hell do you pronounce that guy's name who directed Martyrs?
What's his name again? It's
Like Pascal Lau.
Pascal. It's
Like-
what's his last name?
Lagier or Lau.
Yeah, so Will, when there's a movie in French, like High Tension or whatever, or Hot Tension or whatever it is, do you watch it like without subtitles in French, or do you watch it with subtitles,
Yeah,
or
what-
what?
No subtitles at all. I watched it in French, like original version, and it's for your information, BDG. It's Pascal Logier.
Bullshit. Okay, finally. Now we know.
Okay.
I could never figure out how the hell to.
Yeah, that's
How
one
the fuck
thing I
is his
that's one
name?
thing I
Like
give the French.
Lagier?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing I give the French, dude. They know how to make like brutal films.
They do. Damn, man, Trauma's pretty cheap.
Really?
$13.57 for the Blu-ray.
Does it say it's released by Artsploitation?
Yep, that's the Artsploitation
Yeah,
logo.
I think it's the only release of it. So
It's only $1 more than the DVD.
Wow.
That's pretty. Wow, the most controversial extreme horror offering in recent memory.
Yeah, it's pretty mean spirited to say the least.
I like that.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I'm always down for hardcore,
Yeah.
brutal films. They're like few and far between nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, order
Like usually when you see them, they're usually
order
like
them
super
and send me the
indie.
receipt. I'll send you money for it.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so what would you guys give the final rating to Itsy Bitsy though? Oh yeah, I want to also note. I think that's the last. I think the last. It's a Scream Factory release that has nothing to do with IFC or anything, and I think the only other time they did that was with a Fender Bender.
I love Fender Bender. That
Oh,
was
dude,
awesome.
yeah, that's a good. That's definitely underrated. Nobody talks about it ever.
Yeah, definitely. I
You've
don't
seen
get
that,
it.
right, Will?
Nope.
You haven't seen Fender Bender?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it's a Scream Factory. Like they made it. It's has nothing to do with Chiller or IFC or anything. It's like I think Scream Factory has only made like 2 movies themselves, and I think it's Fender Bender and Itsy Bitsy.
Yeah. Jackals was.
Oh, Jackals too. Yeah, you're right, Jackals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Jackals was good.
yeah. Fender Bender
Yeah,
though.
that was a. Yeah, I knew that there was another one, but
Yeah, Fender Bender though is like a really good throwback slasher.
Yeah.
And I will say, be glad that the slipcover is sold out, because the reversible
Yeah.
art on the actual cover is
So
way
much
better than the slipcover.
Yeah.
speaking of throwback like slashers, y'all seen The Lost After Dark, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was okay. I like Robert Patrick in it.
I dug it. I just dug that scene where like it comes up like missing reel or whatever,
Yeah,
or like real damaged or whatever.
I
thought that
think
was
the
kinda-
best throwback movie I think I've seen in recent years is The Barn.
Oh, I love The Barn.
Like it feels like something straight out of the 80s, dude.
Yeah. It feels like something that was literally made in the 80s, not,
Yeah.
you know.
And yo,
Not on Amazon though, is it?
The Barn?
The Barn?
You're gonna
Yeah.
pay a premium though to order it off Amazon. You're better off straight up ordering it from Diabolic or if you ordered The Barn from Grindhouse or Diabolic, you'd get it for probably $20. But if you order it from Amazon, I think you're paying like $35 for some reason.
Yeah, it's $23.57 for the DVD.
Are we talking like the barn, like the cover with an actual barn with like 3 faces? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, all right, because
I think I
We
sent
got,
you that, right, Glenn?
in Quebec,
Yeah.
in Quebec City, we got a film that's called The Barn, like on Netflix, and it's really not like the barn that I heard about. So
Yeah.
It's really fun, dude. The Barn, and the same director did a movie called 1031, and it's like an anthology that. It's like
yeah, I love
Never
that
checked
though.
that.
I really loved it.
1031's real good.
I can't remember whether I have 1031 or not.
Yeah, it's super good. I think one of the segments is directed by the drummer of Evanescence.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's just like, well, what do you want to do? You want to make a movie? It's like, yeah, sure, why not?
yeah. I'm a fan of when people do throwback movies, though. If they do it
yeah.
right. There's a lot of people that don't do it right.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that want to make it. How can I put this? They want to make it like an old movie, but they want to do it with all modern technology and everything.
Hey, y'all keep
You know what
talking.
I
I
mean?
gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, sure, and just doesn't look right. I sure hope he's not taking us with him. Yeah, throwback stuff is pretty cool if you do it right. Like you said, Hell, what's it called? It was a good example. What was it called? House of the Devil.
I never seen it though.
You never saw House of the Devil? Oh, damn. Yeah, that's like old school, like satanic horror at its finest. And it actually.
Is it a recent release?
Yeah, I think it's House of the Devil. Ty West did it.
So it's like 3 years old, let's say.
Let's open it up here and just take a look here. House of the Devil, right there. When did it come out? It came out 2010. Yeah, 8 years ago. Pretty kick-ass, really. Yeah, it's one of those. It does, because it feels like, the 1980s.
House of the Devil.
Yep.
Let me check the poster for it.
Maybe I've seen it. Maybe I've
Yeah, I just sent
came
you
across it.
the link, so
All right.
yeah, you can just see it. It's a damn good movie.
Alright, so what would y'all give the final rating of Itsy Bitsy for we?
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah?
I think a 9.5 out of 10. I think I gave it on my actual review of it.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Will?
I'd go with an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. I'd give it probably a solid 8, only because I think Arachnophobia is better.
Yeah.
So I would have to give this a lower score than Arachnophobia.
Yeah.
You know?
I gotta say, though, I love the cover.
Oh, yeah. Now, what do you
cover
think of the
art
reverse
is
cover, though?
There's reverse cover?
Yours didn't have... You got
I
the one by Scream Factory, right?
I don't have a reverse cover.
Yeah, hold on,
for
let
it.
me just check.
What? Yeah, because on mine, there's a reverse cover.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check right now. Yeah, no reverse cover for me. That's just
Yeah, me too. No reverse covers.
the chick in the bed with the spider crawling up.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
mine the
same
other
here.
side, it's like darker, and it has like it has that baby carriage with the webs and stuff in it.
Oh, damn, that'd be cool.
I can't believe, and yours is released by Scream Factory?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scream Factory.
What in the world? Yeah, I'll have to send you all a picture of it. I can't believe you guys don't have a reverse cover.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Was
honestly.
what? Did you pre-order it or something?
No, I got it from Best Buy.
Weird.
I mean, even if, but did you guys have it on Blu-ray or DVD?
Mine's DVD.
Mine is Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's weird.
that's also something I have to say about this movie. It looks really good, even on DVD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good-looking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we get a sequel to it. I doubt we will. But I would
don't
like
know.
a sequel because they do hint at one at the end.
Yeah.
You see the spiders in the dollhouse and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd see someone making a sequel to it.
I hope they do. I mean, we need more, big spider movies in our life.
But then again, I feel like they would have made a sequel to Fender Bender too. You know what I mean? Because
That's true.
there was kind of like a stinger at the end where they could have left it open, and they
Yeah.
never made a sequel to that. So
I just find that movie so funny because you remember when we covered it,
yeah, we
On
did an
the
episode
podcast.
on it.
and I just sort of realized after watching it, I was like, is he just doing this for gas money?
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I gotta
Yeah,
watch it again. That's actually, dude, Will, you need to buy that movie, man.
Yeah.
It sucks all the movies we keep recommending to you, but all the ones I keep recommending to you are like ones you have to see.
Yeah.
Like Incident in a Ghostland is a must see. The Wailing is a must see. Glenn, what was the
dude,
other? What was the other one I recommended? Oh, Lake Mungo.
Lake Mungo, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
these
Lake
are all
Mungo.
like must sees, dude. Like the fact that you haven't seen them is like heartbreaking, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude,
But
but the
have you
good thing,
seen
the good
Ice,
thing is,
though?
no. I have it, but no.
Yeah. We'll be seeing it at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig out a DVD player tomorrow.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So awesome.
I mean, as long as you're a slasher fan, you can't.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite subgenres. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you've seen the Chill Factor, right, Will?
The chill factor, yeah, but it's nothing.
You'd say Iced is better
compared to
than
what
Chill
Ice
Factor?
is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I guarantee.
Is it more entertaining than Shredder?
It's more entertaining than the chill factor and Shredder like combined.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty damn fun.
Damn. Hell
The dude
yeah.
seems like he's kind of like he got a doubt about.
How about
Ice.
the awesomeness of Iced? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things. I have my doubts about it, obviously, just for the sole fact it doesn't have a physical release.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a lot of badass movies that don't have a physical release.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh.
Kindred, like hashtag Synapse release.
Yeah.
Weren't they going to? I could have
Yeah.
swore like I have a
Yeah,
Synapse
dude.
release where in
Yeah,
their
they were
catalog
going
that
to.
was.
It's been like 2 years.
They always
promoting
do
it.
that, dude. Dude, they always do that. Vinegar Synapse
Yeah.
takes forever, dude.
But hey, when they do get them out, like look at Suspiria.
Yeah, dude, but now they're releasing a 4K of it.
Yeah, but from what I read online, they lost the rights to the Kindred. So
Oh. I guess that's what
Really?
happens when you take your time.
That's a shame, dude, because if you order a Synapse release, they have a... You know how they always have a catalog in the case? The cover of the
Yeah.
2018 catalog was the Kindred cover.
yeah, absolutely. Most of them catalogs, like from the latest release, like let's say like last year,
Yeah, it's the Kindred
was
on
the
the cover.
Kindred.
Yeah.
So it seems like they wanted it to be a pretty big release then. And
I bet you they still release it, though. I mean, I don't know.
maybe it's one of those things where they need to renegotiate the rights.
Yeah,
So
let me-
maybe they've
Let me
gone
ask you,
all
Will,
the
are
way.
you getting that Amityville box set, or are you just saying the one Vinegar Sins
They
is
are
releasing, the
yeah,
Curse
I know,
collection?
yeah, I know what box that you're talking about. No,
Really? Man.
because they are pretty shitty, and I own like 2 of 3 of them films, like regular DVD release.
The one I'm most hyped for is that Amityville 1992. Just because it's directed by the Hellraiser 3 director and the Waxwork director.
Yeah, you know that's where I got a problem. I don't love Hellraiser 3. You know.
Are you serious, dude?
I thought it was Hellraiser 2 he directed.
Nah, he directed Hellraiser 3.
Was it?
I'm
no,
pretty
dude,
sure. Now you have me doubting myself, dude.
Be back in a sec. I'll just check my VHS of it. Hold on.
It's
I know, bro.
Alex Hickox.
I
over there.
love Hellraiser 3. I hate
That's one of my favorite ones.
Hellraiser
man.
for me is like 1, 2, and 4. That's,
I love 3 and 4 are actually my favorite. Dude, 3 to me feels
bro,
like
you prefer
Yeah,
3 and
from,
4 to
Hellbound.
part 2?
Yeah, I like 3 better than part 2. And I'll tell you why, dude. Don't laugh. I'll tell you why. You ever read the Hellraiser Masterpiece comics? Or like the old comics from 90s of Hellraiser?
No.
You never read the Hellraiser comics?
No, but
Where
it
they were
does
they were like
excuse
short.
the fact that you got a Cenobite with fucking CD in his head.
No, I get your hate for that, dude. But if you read the comics of Hellraiser, they're basically like short stories in the Hellraiser universe. Hellraiser 3 feels like it's straight out of the comics, dude. And I'll tell you what, the way that pillar looks, where it's like a turquoise pillar, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, I love the look of that thing, dude.
I just checked
So you
the
love
VHS.
3 and 4 better than 1 and 2.
Yeah, dude. I'd pick 3 and 4 over 1 and 2 any day.
I just checked the VHS. The guy's the director of Hellbound.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
no, dude. Anthony Hickox. He directed Hellraiser 3. I just looked it up. Hellraiser 3 director Anthony Hickox, and that's the guy that directed what is it? Waxwork, and that's the guy that directed Amityville 1992. I mean, I could be wrong. Hold on. I know for sure the
Yeah, director Tony Randall.
Tony
maybe
Randall directed Amityville 1992.
Yeah, maybe it's one of the other ones.
I thought it was Anthony Hickox that directed Amityville 92.
No, it says it was Anthony.
Dude, if that's true, that is from the Hellraiser 2 director. That'll kill my enthusiasm.
Well, let's see. What's Waxwork, Warlock?
So does this shock you? I like Hellraiser 3 and 4 better than part 1 and 2.
Better than part 2? Dude.
I love part 2. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm a huge Hellraiser fan. I got Hellraiser tattoos, but it's I love part 4. That's actually my favorite. And I'll tell you what, Inferno.
Yeah, Bloodline. I love Bloodline.
Yeah, I love Bloodline too. But Hellraiser Inferno, I love that one too, dude.
Inferno's fun.
You know, you're right. You're right, Glenn. Tony Randall did Amityville 1992.
Yeah, the Anthony Hickox actually did Return of the Living Dead 3.
Yeah. No. Wait, what?
Yeah?
I thought Return of the Living Dead 3 was Homeboy from...
Well,
I thought Return of the Living Dead 3 was Homeboy who did Society.
It's showing him here. Film director, Anthony Hickox.
Nah,
Movies.
Return of the Living Dead 3 was directed by Brian Usna.
Yeah, this is weird. Everything's all odd.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Brian
he...
Usna, yeah, I knew it. Remember, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Was he in it maybe then? Or like a producer or something, perhaps?
Usually it's Brian Usna producing, but I just looked up on Google Return of the Living Dead 3 and it says Brian Usna is the director.
Yeah. Weird, man. Really weird.
That totally messed my whole thing up. I thought for sure, though, that Amityville 1992 was from the Hellraiser 3 director. It actually kind of bums me out that it's from the Hellraiser 2 director.
I mean, Hellraiser 2 is a damn good movie.
Yeah, I agree, but I like Anthony Hickox, so.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Anthony Hickox.
You'd go with Hellraiser 3 before 2.
Dude, I love Hellraiser 3, bro. Like, even the dude who owns the nightclub, you know, the fucking dude.
Oh, skeezy guy, yeah.
Yeah, he looks straight, dude, I'm telling you, bro. If you read the Hellraiser comics, it would change your view on Hellraiser 3. Because even the dude, the douchebag who owns the club, he looks straight out of a Hellraiser comic.
I believe it. I mean,
like, if you take the CD Cenobite
like
out of...
2, like,
for me, is a masterpiece. I mean, I love every fucking thing about Hellraiser 2.
No, I agree with you. I do, trust me, I'm in the minority, but if I had to have two Hellraiser films in my collection, it would be 3 and 4. And I'll tell you what, I even like Hellraiser Inferno, Part 5.
Mhm.
I like Part 5 better than Part 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah. The story of Homeboy, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
With Craig Schaefer from Nightbreed.
That is an awesome.
I love that
is.
movie, dude.
Yeah.
I think the thing with Hellraiser Part 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them too many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you-
Hellraiser 2 for me never gets old, dude. Never.
You know, I could agree with you as a classic movie. Don't get me wrong, but I've just seen them way too many times to where, personally, like 3, 4, and 5 excite me more now. You know?
Yeah.
Just because, like, dude, Hellraiser 1 and 2 I've been watching since I was a kid, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't say something like Revelation or Hell World, so.
Definitely not Hellworld, but I'm still holding out a bit of hope for Revelation.
You know what, dude? Like, when it comes to Revelations, I'll tell you what, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
The
hate...
dude's gonna say you love it.
No, I'm not gonna say I love it. But, dude, I don't agree with all the hate. I will agree with that the Pinhead looks shitty. I will agree with that. His head looks like a root beer barrel candy. But, dude, I will say, though, I like the found footage aspects of it, though. Like, when you see Homeboy in Tawana, or however he says it,
Yeah.
you know, when he's in the hotel room
Yeah.
and he's messing with it, you see Homeboy come in.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's certain parts I liked it. I may have been, like, in the right place at the right time when I watched it.
Yeah.
I dug it. I even dug the last one. What the hell was the last one that came out? Judgment, dude. I like,
love
except for the ending.
Judgment. Yeah, I like it.
The only thing I didn't like was the fact that Pinhead became a homeless dude at the end of it.
I like the ending simply because it kind of works in with the newer comics.
Yeah.
Where essentially, you know, he's alive again, and he's essentially starting to do his stuff on Earth. You know, and I just kind of dig the fact that he ripped apart an angel.
Yeah. No, I agree that, and I think the majority of people think Judgment was good.
Yeah.
Like, I think it got more praise than it did hate.
Yeah.
So that is good.
Like,
yeah, we're gonna
speaking,
have
like,
to do.
big-
You know what?
like,
we
we're
should all
speaking
do a
big-
Hellraiser retrospective soon.
Yeah, I'm down.
Like, all of us just discuss every Hellraiser movie in detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for it. Like,
That's what we gotta do because there's so much to say about every Hellraiser movie.
Yeah,
I will
for
tell
sure.
you the worst one, in my opinion, is A Hell World.
Yeah.
But dude, that
Hell
one,
World.
that
Yeah,
one where
dude.
it's like a cult or whatever, Deader.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that movie, dude.
See, I really like Deader. I
Dude,
mean,
I
That's
don't know, the one that I really hate is actually Hell World. The ones that, like,
Yeah.
that takes place on the internet. Like,
Yeah, that's just so boring, dude.
yeah.
Like, dude, it was supposed to be meta, like Scream, I get it. But I will tell you, I like Hellworld better than I like Deader. Like, Deader to
Really?
me was just so brutally boring.
I think the thing
Oh
with
no,
Deader
I'd go
though,
with Deader.
the thing with Deader is it's one of those ones that was blatantly like
Not a Hellraiser script.
no at
yeah,
all.
that's the
And
one that feels most non-Hellraiser.
Yeah, it's
This
completely
feels
you know,
like out of place.
yeah. I mean, I get it. It would have been a better movie on, you know, as its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just name it Deader. You know,
Mhm.
leave Pinhead out of it, or even, you know what, make it in the Hellraiser world, but make it like different Cenobites and everything.
What was the one after Part 5 with Craig Schaefer? It wasn't Dead or... No, it was the one with that
Hellseeker.
insurance commercial guy.
Hellseeker.
I actually dig that one, but that's when it was starting to go downhill.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is with the Hellraiser franchise, I only watch them back to back to back to back. Like, I always marathon them. So by the time I get past Inferno, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how you can do that.
That's what I'm saying. So by the time I get to Hellseeker and then Deader, I'm over it, dude. Like, I'm totally over it.
Yeah.
So,
Hellseeker is just awesome because it has, what's her name in it again? Ashley Lawrence.
Yeah. But I actually like the dude who's in all them insurance commercials as the main character. See, what I need to do is I need to rewatch Hellseeker and Deader without watching the first 5. That's what I need to do, because the only times I've ever seen Hellseeker or Deader is after watching the first 5, and like I said, by that time I'm like, fuck this franchise.
Yeah.
Speaking of franchise and like big names, we were talking about the Child's Play remake. How would you rank the Child's Play franchise, including the remake?
Part 2 is my favorite. Part 3 is my second favorite. Part 1 is my third favorite. And then Bride of Chucky. And then Seed of Chucky. And then the remake. But Part 2 and 3, I think, are classics.
What about Curse?
Cult and Curse.
Oh, damn, I forgot all about them. Sorry, so let me redo it here. So it goes 2, 3, Curse, 1, Cult, then Seed, and then the remake. Or Bride before Seed, and then the remake. I think the remake is the worst one. I think Seed is like the closest to worst one. 2 and 3 are the best, but then I love Curse of Chucky. I think is amazing. Cult I think is stupid as hell, but I still think it's fun.
Yeah.
Where Seed I just think is stupid as hell and brutal to get through.
Yeah.
But what makes you hate like the remake that much?
Just there's a lot of factors into it. I hate the way Chucky looks. I don't have a problem with Mark Hamill. I think he did a good job with the voice.
Yeah.
So he did a good job. I hate the way Chucky looks. I hate the kid. The fact that he's like a 15-year-old kid that should be out on the street smoking weed, being gangster, but yet he's playing with a doll. And the fact that his mom is hot as fuck, dude. And she's with a complete douchebag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things. I thought it was unnecessary. I will tell you what, there's one kill where the person, like, they're getting hung over a saw or something, and they put their foot down on the saw.
Yeah.
I like that kill.
Basically put Chucky back together.
Yeah, but other than that, I thought the movie was just... it was more funny, dude. Like, like I said, dude, the way Chucky looked was just so stupid looking. And the kid, bro. The kid was too old for the doll, dude. He Andy Barclay in Child's Play 1 looks like the age of a kid that would have a doll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, when the kids are like, what are you doing carrying the doll? Like, I agreed with the kids. Like, bro, if I was standing on the street and some kid like that brought this Chucky doll to me, dude, I'd be like, bro, dude, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like in that universe, the body doll is like trending for like teenagers, you know. I mean,
in all honesty, I don't
even
understand
his
how
friends
both
are
y'all
like,
love
"Oh, you
it,
got a
dude.
body doll."
I don't get how both y'all loved it. Like, that's just one thing I'll never understand.
it's this sort of thing. I just had a really good time with it. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because I can what's it called? I can separate it from the other ones.
It's not even that for me,
I don't
dude. I
know.
don't have a personal connection with the Child's Play franchise. It's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't have that connection. I like the movies. I enjoy them.
Mm.
But if I'm making a list of like, dude, Child's Play rarely enters my sorry. It rarely enters my brain, dude, so it's not like I even have a personal connection to it. I just found the movie completely unnecessary. Like, it's the
I get it.
equivalent of, the made-for-TV remake of Children of the Corn Sci-Fi Channel made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of that to me. Like,
Oh,
there's just
no.
no need for it. It's just stupid. It's just... I'll never watch that remake ever again. In all honesty, like, the
no,
picture of the cover of the vinyl Will posted,
Hmm.
like, that vinyl cover is better than the whole entire movie.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I dug it, but like I said, I don't. What's it called? I don't think it really compares to the originals, but I see it kind of as its own thing.
Yeah, because it's two different things, too.
Mm.
Dude, he looks like a puppet, dude. Like,
Yeah. Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, I don't
Yeah,
know,
but
man.
maybe
It's-
that's how dolls are made when you get to that point where, like, AI get to that doll market,
And it also bugs me that the whole movie is just weird, dude. Like, it could be its whole own episode for us. The whole thing is weird with the black dude as a cop or whatever he is. And he's inviting the kid over for dinner, like, and all this stuff. It's just weird, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if you were the mom of this kid or the parent of this kid, and this big black dude is just, it's just weird, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, in the whole movie, they're like, I thought for sure the black cop was going to get with the mom.
Yeah. So
Like,
did
I thought for sure. And then the fact that didn't happen, it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, but
man.
I think it was done on purpose though, because you're like, yeah, she cares for him. She like bring him like that doll.
It
and
just
she's-
wasn't my movie. I think what it is too is I don't have the personal connection with Child's Play. You know what I mean? So maybe
Yeah.
that's it. Maybe it's like I like the Child's Play movies for what they are.
Yeah.
It's just not a movie I need a remake for, you know?
I get it.
You know. It's like the same thing with Children of the Corn. I love Children of the Corn. I don't have that personal connection with it. I enjoy the sequels.
Yeah.
I don't need a remake for it, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but remake wise, like, what remake do we really need?
That's true as well.
No, I get you. But say, like, the remake for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love that remake. You don't need the remake, but I love that version of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but same for Child's Play, in my opinion, dude. I had a blast. I think it's well done. I think it's a modern take on something like classic that you could easily do the same fucking thing to sell tickets, but they took risk.
Hey,
Well,
you know,
that's
I,
what
I straight up think we ought to name this episode the Child's Play 2019 review because you know, what I mean, I think we were talking about this more than anything, which is okay, but
Yeah.
it just didn't work for me, man. It's just I don't. Maybe I need to rewatch it again. Maybe I was in the wrong environment. I was watching it with a buddy, and we were more just laughing at it. The thing is, though, I don't want to laugh at Chucky. You know what I mean?
The dude's saying
I
like,
get it,
"Oh,
yeah.
who plays it with a puppet? Who plays it with a puppet like 16 years old? Like, you should be out on the street." The dude legit said, "I was out with a buddy."
Oh my god, man.
Oh man.
No, you know what it would actually help it is if
What?
what the hell's the name of the actress who plays the mom?
Ooh,
Like the hot chicks. She was
Yeah,
hot.
dude, everyone
She's
thinks
hot
she's
as
hot,
fuck.
dude. Yeah. If she wasn't in it, I think I would like it better. To
yeah.
me, she's not believable as a mother.
Mm,
She just isn't. I don't buy her as a mother. You know what I mean? And the kid, dude. Like, the kid's too old for the doll, dude.
yeah.
like, like the kid looks like the backpack kid. You know what I mean? The dude who dances and all the music videos and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He should be out like slaying pussy, dude. You know, smoking weed. He should be out like living it up. But he's playing with a doll, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
dude, but if you think about it, Andy Barclay in Child's Play 1, he was what, like 7 years old, 8 years old?
Yeah. He wasn't very old.
I think that's the main problem with it. And I don't like the look of Chucky, dude. You know what I mean? He looks like he's made out of like wood.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of does. It's the sort of thing. It is what it is.
Yeah, the only praise I can give it is Mark Hamill's voice. I think he did a really good voice. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I dug the kind of like the innocence he brought to him.
You know what I do appreciate about the movie now that I think about it?
Mm-hmm.
That they
The
showed.
score?
I do like the score, but I like the fact that they show Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2
Yeah.
in
that
the
was
movie.
good.
Remember they show that scene where he busts out and stuff, and you kind of see Chucky's face reacting
Yeah.
to Texas
Where he's
Chainsaw
Yeah,
like-
Massacre 2.
that's where he basically learned
Yeah, I do
to
like
heal.
that scene. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a pretty awesome scene.
Now let me ask you: do you think they're gonna make a sequel to it?
I don't know. I mean,
Because that's another one that didn't get 4K. I don't know
Yeah.
how well it did.
One thing I know is that they can't call it like Child's Play 2. Because
No,
Universal
I think they'd
that.
call it something else. Chucky's Revenge or something. I don't know.
I would see something like Body 2 or.
Yeah. I would
I don't
like
think it'll happen though.
I would
personally.
like to see a sequel to it. You know, I'd like to see them take it like in a completely different direction.
If it's another family, I'll definitely watch it and give it a fair chance and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope it's a different kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
In my personal opinion, with movies like that, I don't think you should have an A-list actor. Like that Audrey Plaza, her name is. I don't
Yeah.
think they should have an A-list actress like Audrey Plaza or whatever that everybody knows, because it takes me out of it. Like, Child's Play 1, the mom was, I don't even remember her name.
Catherine X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely MILF-tastic. But yeah, no one knew who she was at that time. She was in like a cop show. That's it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I like, with movies like that, you need unknown casts.
Yeah. It
You know?
certainly helps. You know, it takes you out of the like, oh, that's such a body from such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the one problem I had with Digging Up the Marrow. And
The fact that it has Ray Wise.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ray Wise. He's awesome in it.
Me too.
But you know, it's Ray Wise.
I have the same problem with that movie.
Yeah. Like
If it had an
unknown.
unknown actor as Ray Wise's character,
Yeah.
that movie would have been a lot more effective.
Yeah. Hell, you know
know.
what?
But, Corey, what do you think about the whole like AI, like going ape shit thing?
I mean, I guess it's cool for the new generation. But me, I don't have an Alexa in my house or anything. I don't really mess with stuff like that, AI or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I don't know.
It's
That's the point, because I don't too, but I kind of tend to relate to that situation, and even if I don't own shit like Alexa, like you said,
I think it's a
it's
cool thing.
grounded
Not a
in
lot of people
today's
yet.
reality. Even if like some Korean worksmen like delete like violence inhibitors and shit, that doesn't make sense. But to get a doll that go AI ape shit, I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I think that's one thing that takes me out of it too. Is like in the original Child's Play, Chucky was just like a doll, like a Cabbage Patch Kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now he's like a high-tech AI thing that controls the lighting and the temperature and this and that. Is just unrealistic to me. You know what I mean?
Is it just me, but I think it would be kind of like hilarious if in the sequel they just make it like a high-tech sex doll.
See, that would be a
pretty much
badass
just
horror.
you.
Yeah.
That would be a badass horror movie though, like a killer sex doll or whatever.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking because I saw someone talking the other day about on Facebook. They were talking about that movie Love Object.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
some
me
guy
too.
that. It's pretty good. It's some guy that gets like a sex doll or whatever, and he has it like made to look like his like crush or whatever, and then like he goes kind of crazy, and it's a pretty decent little movie. But I just thought,
But
like
you know what? When you told about like a sex doll like going crazy and shit, that
Yeah.
I think of
reminded
Ghost in the Shell Part 2.
there you go.
that reminded me of you know that Duran Duran Electric Barbarella like video.
Yeah,
Duran Duran?
yeah.
No, but I'm shocked because I love Duran Duran, dude.
I absolutely love Duran Duran, dude. You never seen that video for Electric Barbarella?
No.
You gotta check it out, dude. It's basically a sex doll going ape shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing. I mean, it's
Now that's a vinyl I gotta get, dude, is Duran Duran.
there you go.
But yeah,
Yep.
dude, that's why I love it so much. I think it's different. It's
What's the song called?
Electric Barbarella.
Wow. I'm watching it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd pretty much title this podcast the as the main review is Child's Play 2019.
Yeah. Maybe we should just put like spiders, dolls, and sex dolls.
Yeah, when I post it to 22 Shots page, or other pages, I'll just post, we're just bullshitting about Child's Play, Itsy Bitsy, Hellraiser, you know.
Yep, and
Yeah.
psycho sex dolls.
Yep.
Sex doll, yeah. Duran Duran is sex dolls.
There you go. That's a movie unto itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yo, so, Will, I meant to ask you, in the group chat that we have, that Christoph dude,
Yeah.
is he ever going to join us, or?
I don't know, because he's like, my English not perfect, but his is
A lot worse
Right.
than yours?
yeah.
Because you're straight, dude. Like, your English is good, man. It's,
Yep.
I mean, how much worse is his English than yours?
He like uh like speaking wise, like he understands, but like he can't like do something like, let's say, I want to say something like that movie was pretty good for its cinematography, because I loved how it was shot from like behind and shit like that. He can't like get the words to work out because don't know how to formulate like a sentence, you know?
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad, dude, because he said he wanted a podcast, man.
Yeah, but I'm slowly working on it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I added him as a friend or whatever. He seems cool. It's a bummer he can't, do that. Well,
Yeah,
shout out to him. I mean, I doubt he's listening, but shout out to Christoph.
Christophe Richard.
Yeah, bro.
There you go.
Anyways, so should we end it here? It's what, 3:12 in the morning?
Yeah, might as well.
Yo, so what's your guys' next free time?
I'm good whenever. So
What about you, Will?
I'm
When's
good
your next
till,
free day, you think?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah.
You want to lock in a Hellraiser retrospective?
yeah, I'm down for
I
that.
could watch them like from here to Sunday.
Hell yeah. Let's Sunday night, let's go in depth with every Hellraiser movie.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I'll I'll pop in my, like, you know that Miramax set, like,
The one with
uh,
Pinhead on the cover where it's 6 movies in one case.
oh yeah, dude, it's so lame.
You know they released a Blu-ray though where it's Hellraiser 5 um 6, 7 and 8, right?
It's I think it's 5, 6. I don't think it has Deader.
You're right. It doesn't have Deader.
It
But
has like
you may want to pick that up, Will, just because it's $7-8 for 4 of the movies on Blu-ray.
It's a Miramax, like,
yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah.
I have the same collection you're talking about. That's how I have Deader.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I have so many copies of the Hellraiser movies. I have, 1 and 2 on the Anchor Bay DVDs. I have the Arrow Blu-rays of 1 through 3. Then you have the Miramax collection that Will's talking about with the really shitty transfers.
Yeah.
dude, it's
And then
all-
the Blu-ray ones, and then you got Judgment on Blu-ray and Revelations on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I got them all on single discs except for, let me just take a look. Except for 4 and 5. They're on like a 2-on-1 disc.
Yeah.
I got no Blu-ray for Hellraiser. I got the one, two, how was it called? Like midnight release.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the image midnight things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
so you never bought the Arrow box set of 1 through 3?
No, dude, I slept on it.
It's gorgeous.
Oh my god, dude. I'll tell you what, dude.
But they are releasing them like single release.
Yeah.
Except for 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This month, dude, you may want to hurry on this. Arrow, if you go on Arrow's site, they're having a sale right now. Buy one, get one free
You
on
mean
all
the
their
Scarlet
titles.
box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's done though. I don't think the Scarlet box is in print anymore. You can get that gold box that has them, but I think it's missing a lot of the features and booklets.
I think it has. I think it might have the booklet, but I don't think it has the extra discs.
Yeah, because the Scarlet box had the documentary and stuff. But
Yeah.
but dude, Arrow Video UK, if you go on their site, they have a sale, buy one get one free on like a majority of their titles, and Hellraiser 1 and 2 are part of that deal. So if you bought Hellraiser 1 from Arrow Store, you get part 2 for free.
Does it work in Canada though?
They ship to Canada. I don't know how much it'll be though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think the deal applies to us in Canada.
No, the deal applies to you, dude. Arrow's UK and I'm in America, and the deal applies to me. The deal applies to you. I just don't know how much they're gonna rape you for shipping.
Yeah,
You know.
probably with like a
But dude,
heated up iron poker.
Yeah, dude, well, go to Arrow's website. They have 2 sales going on right now. The buy one get one free sale, which they have like a ton of titles, and it's a really solid deal. But they also, like I said, they have the deal right now going too, where they have like 15 titles that are £5 each.
Damn.
Damn cool.
So, you know. But anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this podcast to the people listening. Corey's Crypt.
BDG reviews.
Yeah, and our dog,
And Little
Will.
Dead Meat, Will Cardinal.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all Sunday when we do the Hellraiser retrospective.
Hells yeah.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Oh, you